Hello and welcome back to East Coast Throwdown Day 2 for Under Night 2 pools. I'm Fox. I'm joined here today with
Hangman. How's it going, Fox?
I'm chilling. I'm good. And, a little tired because it's early.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing 10 a.m. pools. It's kind of rough out there, but as you all know, it's major day. Got to get ready. Got to get up. Got to get your breakfast. Make sure you get your games in before you start playing in pools. So we should have a good set of matches for everybody today, and I hope you all enjoy with us.
Yes, sir. Grab your coffees because we got some interesting matches ahead of us. I was trying to check the brackets, see which names I could recognize. Not as many. I feel like there's a lot. There's a lot of players who you'd see like for a lot of East Coast stuff. Players who would dot random regionals.
Yeah.
But besides that, I don't know. I don't have a personal favorite.
It feels kind of scattered because I saw a lot of people in the bracket. There are people I've probably seen once or twice, like on net play brackets or on like different locals throughout the tri-state. But it's kind of odd because I haven't seen some of these people play ever, and I'm like, where did you guys come from?
See, I love a tournament like that though because it's so hard to pinpoint like what that top 8's going to look like. So I feel like the pools is going to be some of the spiciest that we could get because there's so little that we know going in.
Yes. It's because this is a new version of the game. A lot of people are putting their feet into it. Like, all right, I'll give it a try this time because like all these other iterations of the game, too many people are too good. They're too sweaty. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Y'all are tryhards. I'm just trying to hit my auto combo to get like 2,000 damage to look cool. But we'll have LV versus 13,000 Bs.
So many Bs, dude.
I thought I messed it up because it's 10 a.m. and I'm like, I can't read what number that is right away. But you don't need to read in order to know what's going on in the screen where Carmine's there, hitting you with his long-range 2C to full confirm to push the corner.
And pressing off into the corner is going to make this matchup a hell of a lot easier. You don't want to give her any space. The moment that she's able to open up, get that mid-range space, it's going to be so much harder for Carmine to establish any type of control. But 13,000 Bs are looking like they know their way around their blood.
Oh, there's the 2-2C, the Blood Prison Special, 2 bomb set out a pinwheel. Slice of chain shift doesn't get anything off of it. You have to deal with Carmine bombs. Doesn't get the confirm off it. What? All right, I know it's early in the morning.
We're pressing buttons, Fox.
Come on, guys, you gotta bear with me here.
You said wake up. LV said wake up.
That was a series of wake up options. Wake up overhead to wake up 6-6 after drop combo. It is very fast-paced this game nowadays. Oh my God, high shield gets crushed by the low. Gonna corner carry, double 2-2B series into the reload. There you go.
Very nice, but quick grab versus situation of 13,000 Bs, not able to establish any blood though, so no OPPO.
Ooh, trying to press 2C, gets hit with the Eltnum dash normal. The dreaded 6-6 that got buffed this version. A lot of people don't like it, but that's foot C's, except you didn't get the punish.
Nope, just barely outside of the range for that. He's just gonna get moved once again.
It's a mid! It's a mid! The first part's a mid! The second part is overhead though. So if the first part whiffs and you're like, oh, I can just crouch block the second part. No, you cannot. You have to stand up for the second part. Oh, that also might be footsies. Clean run under, doesn't know which way to block. So 13,000 Bs is going to push the corner once again.
Solid damage opening up round 1 for this game. I love the idea of using the wheel to try to capture off the wake up, but just the timing is just a little off. I don't know if I want to credit that to first pools of the day or...
It could be the PS5, it could be the monitor, it could be not used to this elevation if you're not from Tri-State maybe.
Like we got preloaded Johns for you, don't worry.
I'm not preloading anything, I'm just saying these are the list of excuses I expect. Ooh, we're going to get a full corner carry, 2-2C, EX Blood Prison, double bomb. Set out the pinwheel. There we go. Woo! Tried to mash late, didn't get anything off it. Drop combo though.
Hold on, it's not too dire of a situation. 13,000 Bs can still stick with it.
Ooh. Gets the back throw into the corner. Pinwheel, no unblockable setup, but it doesn't matter. Just do the 5BB on the landing recovery, and it's one game apiece.
All right, we got a set on our hands.
I was kind of worried that people will be kind of slacking, but it's new version of Uni, more damage on the table, so there's more instances for people who know that confirms to get it, especially when you get grid broken. You eat 10% more damage.
You don't want to be giving Carmine any free damage, especially like as his battle finds his way forward to the corner, which Bees has been doing very consistently, so good on them for this.
Bum bum. Going to 2B again into a reload. Push the mid-screen, kind of scary. Decides to chain shift, doesn't see anything. Gets a clean 6B, but no confirm after. 13,000 Bs just trying to keep Eltnum full screen. Carmine does have that ability this version. And you get the pickup from there. That was kind of clean.
I like that. Like, playing the range game against Eltnum, dangerous, but an excellent ball.
Wait, the 2-1-4 stops the EX Carmine move there. Gotta be a little careful.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, point blank shot, and then 13,000B is like, I'm just gonna mash even though I got hit up close. And get Celestial as well. 20% extra damage. If they decide to change it, they'll get a whole bunch of meter, and they get a 25 meter refund.
Dashing across the screen. It's just going to put them into the corner. This is a really good position for LV if they could weather the storm.
Oh, stare in, they gets a knockdown. They'll win the site. Oh my god. LV has a chance to do wake up.
Oh, hold on.
Infinite worth. That is an option. It is invincible. Doesn't decide to change. Oh my goodness, but you don't know the rest of the combo. Whew.
Still gives LV a second lease on life.
Slightly missed time shield at the end there. Unfortunate, gets grid broken, and now we're down to the last round.
All right, I like it. Pressure on the line for the first match of the day. Like good stuff. LV super consistent with this corner carry.
Oh, 2B counter hit, no confirm after the EX sync. Throw back to mid screen. LV trying to make space, use the ricochet bullets to attack Carmine, but 13,000 Bs is just running full screen. I'm going in.
Just a total bull rush forward, I think, is a good call, especially as the pressure stacks up. And you see he's putting on the damage with it, with the corner. Ooh, prison on. Got some blood set up.
Run on the other side. Wait, he tried to press the button too early, but you have to respect the bomb down there. Not anymore. It's just a normal puddle. Uh-oh.
Knocked out of the sky. Too much blood around.
The EX gets blocked. Decides to change shift after. Laser loses to the full screen 6B. You're not fast enough. Even though Carmine doesn't have a gun, that 6B might as well be.
I mean, it's a whole spirit blood. It's doing nothing.
In that instance, if you're fighting Carmine, you kind of know that if he's full screen, he's gonna throw that 6B, that like blood spear from there. A bunch of characters have ways to stop it because they're essentially projectiles, but you do have to be first, or as faster, obviously, because if you're not first, you get hit in that instance. But like if you were a little bit faster, like LV should have been, you would have got the laser to go through. You would hit Carmine, probably got a combo, but you still have to like be able to pick up afterwards. Though.
Right, like you can have the numbers for it, but if pressure's on in the situation, you just aren't able to answer the call.
Yeah,
and that's last situation, last round of the end of the set. Like that's where the pressure's going to find itself the most.
It's a little scary because you might be playing on stream. It's early for you as well. You're like,
oh yeah, the mental stack is rough.
Because like now you're just like, wait, I gotta wake up. I didn't play any casuals beforehand. I didn't do any training mode warm up. Now I'm gonna be on stream and all my friends are gonna see this and like maybe not. If you have good friends, it'll be like a good gesture of like, you got him next time. But you also worry about like being able to perform under pressure because a lot of people are like looking at you and you don't want any of that.
Yeah, no, that's a real factor. The performance anxiety of being on a stage for a tournament like this, that could rock some people.
So up next we have BlackVegeta versus Shinigami 07. I have heard of both of these players before, but it was in like a much lesser capacity, probably in a couple of locals. Not sure if it's Jersey or Connecticut. I don't remember what region they're from. It's kind of tough because a lot of people, if you don't see them frequently, you're not sure where they're from. It's hard to quantify how often they play, who they play against.
Right. Yeah, like how we opened up stream with. To me, it makes it more fun as a spectator because there's less of us knowing what's going on going in. Like it's harder to pick out the characters, harder to talk about the matchups. You don't have as much of a history behind the players. Not even just like head-to-heads, just in general. Tournament history, like... they showed up for ECT. That's what matters.
Later on, you'll worry about what's it called, player history later as you get higher up because it's like, I've seen this player before. They've gone to XYZ events. They've been to this, like ECT. Maybe they were at ECT last year. They played other night in Clear. A couple people did, but we'll see if any of those show up again in this pool block. But once again, it looks like we have another Eltnum player and we have a Kaguya player.
Ooh, okay.
It's funny because I don't see a lot of Eltnum on net plays or on offline brackets. Like there are of course like the really strong Eltnum players. I know those guys, but in general, like if you play on net play or at locals, it's kind of scarce for some reason. You're like, this character's pretty cool. She's from a different series that we won't name right now because I don't know if that's an issue or not. I don't want to get in trouble. It's too early to get in trouble, man.
French bread fighter. Untitled French bread fighter.
Well, it has a title. I just don't know if I can say it right now. Looks like a button check. It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah, production confirms button check, so they're making sure they got what they need. I feel like this is an important enough matchup to make sure that like what you have on command is what you need.
Especially because it's stream. You're not playing on one of the setups that's over by pool stations. You already have like sat down and did training mode. This might have a slightly different feel because there could there's probably AC above you. Some of the stages have ACs like not directly above, like general series, so you get the cool air, and also your hands are frozen. You can't do your combos. You're like, let me warm up real quick on this set before. So of course, both characters they both have guns, but Kaguya is the one that uses the guns to actually hit you, whereas Eltnum uses the gun to use the projectiles, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And Kaguya can snipe you from full screen in a couple instances, but Eltnum also has that ability for 1 or 2 moves, but you have to... Oh, I got
psych.
mixed. Yeah, no Kaguya. I'm using Uzuki.
Yeah, welcome to the 10 a.m. schmicks. Now you got to deal with funny Oki character.
No, because then it's like you pick the character, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, that's my training mode character. Here's my actual character I play in bracket. And you're like, what? Why are you doing this to me? So you can come back to the VOD later and be like, ha, got him. He's not awake either. He's not doing his job either. What are you guys doing to me?
All right, now Fox, I'm gonna need you to hold my hand a little on this one.
On this matchup,
relatively new character to the game. She's got some very interesting tools from what I was able to read up and watch. What do we have a hold of us?
Immediately, she has like that bone dolphin, essentially that move, like just bone Totsugeki.
Okay,
that's a easy way to put it. Oh, we got BMBs. See that cool coffin? Those bones coming through, get some BMBs, and she's got bone Oki. Gets a whole knockdown. Oh my god, BlackVegeta is just going in right now. EX Hat gets a knockdown with the poison. The poison does slowly drain your grid if you're affected by it. So it could be a thing where you get hit and all of a sudden you'll never get enough grid to win this next cycle.
If you never get a hit in, you'll never win this.
Oh, that's true. There's the bomb. You have to be careful because unlike Foul's bomb, you can't hit the bomb back. Oh. She's not affected by the bomb like Foul's. She learned how to not be affected by her own items.
Rare in this day and age. I mean, that was an excellent round start from BlackVegeta.
Yes.
And looks like we're going right back to the corner for a repeat performance.
Whew. Gets a coffin Oki. There's a DP. A lot of characters can do moves that go high enough to hit her out of the coffin, but she also have reversal Totsugeki that is invincible.
Nah, that's not right. That's morally unjust.
No, it's not like it does a lot of damage. It's just like most reversals in this game that combo after doesn't give you too much. Oye, counter 2B.
With a character like this, it's not the damage I'm worried about with something like that. Like, that is an express ticket to the corner.
She does have a lot of good corner carry, a lot of high damage. Almost higher than average. There's a veil off to get out of pressure, but oh my. All these Eltnums just doing 660 mid-screen, huh?
They swing in.
That's true. Oh, it doesn't punish the reload attempt. But you can see BlackVegeta is in a very comfortable spot. And that is a low. That is an actual, it's a special move low. So it's one of those things where you have, if you don't play against Uzuki, you just see the bow and you're just like, oh, I can walk back on this, and you get tripped up and you're like, wait, what's going on?
All right, well, filthy this joint. All right, well, a very handedly game 1 going to BlackVegeta. Curious to see how Shinigami answers back.
They haven't gotten too much in the way of clean confirms, but it looks like BlackVegeta kind of understands what their character's supposed to do. They get the clean knockdown. They kind of, not zone, but they just make sure it's hard for Eltnum to put out any buttons. Walk overhead. That is also an overhead. That charged coffin coming out of the sky, you're like, wait, who's dropping those?
This is morally unjust.
Ooh. Double overhead in the corner, full confirm as well, and still has Whirlpool Cycle. This won't kill at all, but it's just to put you in the probably throw range to end the round. Let's see what happens. Oh!
All right, a little scramble, a little yucky.
That was a lot of mashing at the end there, but sometimes mashes are winners, kids. That's what they teach you in school. It's a dash under confirm. Overhead blocks, clean. Oh no, not the double overhead. It's too early for that. I need a ref. Tosses out the poison. Afflicted, so slow losing grid. Gets hit by the sweep.
This is such a dire situation. Like, how do you respond to this mentally?
It's hard, especially if you've never played against this character. You're like, oh yeah, she's in this game. I haven't played against her. She also turns into a squidling. Oh my god, that was the fastest throw attack. Tries to throw again. Shinigami still has a chance. 6-6C starter. Ooh, tries to win the cycle, doesn't get it. Gets a clean hit. Wow.
And down we go.
Doesn't get a reload. Oh my god, that combo. I'm actually surprised.
All right.
You have 2 bullets left. You're probably not going to use it. If you all remember Evo, that was your cue there to say something in the chat. Oh my god.
The pressure's not letting up, Fox. I'm thinking Shinigami's still in it.
Oh my, just stopped blocking for a couple of seconds, got hit twice, and all of a sudden you're at life threshold to get hit. So Shinigami comes alive so far, but they still have to deal with a lot of Uzuki tools like that dash normal. Goes practically full screen. Walk overhead. No, doesn't block the low.
All right, Uzuki's wild ride. Oh, but we're just backing off that time, giving a little bit of respect to Shinigami. Very surprising if you've only seen like the first half of this set so far.
Oh, gets grid broken for trying to shield low. EX Tosugeki. It is invincible, so it gets out of a lot of pressure strings. Ooh, coming through. Oh my god. She's pretty quick, so you have to be careful about her dash. But Shinigami manages to get another clean confirm. Doesn't get a reload. Unblockable grab.
All right. Big opportunity here for Shinigami to close out, bring us to a game 3.
Oh no! Drop confirmed.
Oh, we're all pressing buttons.
EX Tosugeki once again gets a knockdown. Stand Tech gets blown up by the assault. That should be the end. BlackVegeta moves on to 0. I'm pretty sure BlackVegeta is just like, wait, how did I lose that other round? What's going on here, bro? What happened? What happened, actually?
Oh, showing off the stick.
I don't know who that anime character is. Is that the one that gets spoiled every week on Twitter when something pops up as a manga? I swear, it was good stuff from Shinigami and BlackVegeta, because a lot of people probably don't see, at least Uzuki, for as far as I know, because she's fairly new, like the last 2 months or so. So people aren't really too familiar with her tool set, like what she really does. They know she tosses items, but it's in a set order. She has 3 of them. It's like poison vial, bomb, and like a puppet that runs across the screen. So it can be disorienting because you're like, there's no indicator. You're trying to figure out how to get around those small things while like coffins fall from the sky.
I was gonna say, yeah, because we didn't even get a chance to really see the item throws get put into play besides the poison vial. Because it was really just oops all overheads.
Yeah, because overheads are strong in fighting games, especially when it's like within the threshold of being able to not react to them. Or sometimes you just have never seen the overhead before. You're like, I have no clue what's going on here.
Yeah, no, it looked a little rough, but there was definitely some beats of life there, especially towards the second game. It really did look like we were going to a game 3.
I was very surprised about some of the B&Bs. Oh, we got replays. Yes, we have that technology. Yeah, that counter hit 2B and this confirm from Shinigami. It's a slightly less damaging confirm, but it still gets the job done. And the unblockable grab, you do get a combo off that if you're fast enough, but BlackVegeta not blocking low there earlier, got hit by the 2-2B bullets. And then the EX Tosugeki.
The last pixel scramble's always the heartbreaker. You know so badly that he wants to press a button.
And Shinigami tried to throw on defense there because as soon as they got up, they whiff throw. But up next we have ATLRiot versus Semi. I have heard of both of these players, but I have not seen them. I've seen them in other games, not in Under Night. It's been a while. I haven't seen them play the series yet, so it's going to be Phonon versus Vatista.
Well, all right, so we got a bit of the range game ahead of us.
So Vatista is the dreaded zoner, rush-down, mix-up character. Her playstyle is a little weird because she does have full-screen projectiles, but she also has the ability to mix you up pretty badly.
She was a menace in earlier iterations of Under Night.
Yeah, she couldn't be counter-hit before. Now she can be counter-hit. So bless us. And then Phonon is your... She has strong projectiles that she can throw in the air and big normals from like half-screen. Ugh. Gets hit by air projectile. So now Semi just trying to throw out some fireballs. They have the cycle. Ooh. And as you can see, oh my god, ATLRiot doing a great job of making sure Semi doesn't get their turn, but you get a mash out, back to mid-screen, we're going to set up some gems.
Even with both characters very well suited for the sake of zoning, you can't sleep on their close range game. Like, their combo game is very strong.
Even though Vatista is a zoner for the most part, she has some of the better buttons to get in the match. There's the infinite worth. That will seal the round for ATLRiot. They understand the life threshold that you're supposed to use the 200-meter super for. It got reduced in this version like 1.12, but it's still one of those things you need to know so you can secure a round and not give another opponent a chance to win. Ooh. There's a Phonon force function. Rare uses an anti-air.
Somewhere out there, there's someone who is very salty about Vatista, just as a character, a concept even, and they're just loving the fact that one has to deal with even tougher zoning at 10 in the morning.
Well, 10 in the morning on a weekend where you're excited to play games with your friends all weekend turns into, oh no, I've got to play. I only got 4 hours of sleep and I haven't been really practicing. So Semi gets, they don't get the side switch, but they should get EX ball set up. Oh my god, blows up the 2A mash.
Nice pickup on that. All right, hold on, big damage.
EX Disco Ball. There's another pulse out there, but then ATLRiot just ups back to the full screen, trying to clip up Semi. Sweep, EX, confirm. Very clean, very clean.
ATLRiot looking very comfortable in this matchup. Just strong understanding that even though it's a lot of space, it's not necessarily their space.
It's a little tricky to fight Vatista because you're not sure if you're fighting a zoning Vatista or I'm jumping at you like that Vatista.
It's a good Vatista, sir.
Ooh. It's a counter hit mash, full screen corner carry, meaty projectile. And Semi's just holding down back because she has a flash kick charge. Like, if you jump at me, I'll flash kick, but if I press another button, I have to deal with getting counter hit right there. So we're back to full screen. ATLRiot is just content with taking this life lead. Doesn't have to overcommit.
Excellent patience on both ends. Like, the repetitions of the projectiles, just getting that slow walk to the finish. But also, Semi at any point will have that opportunity to just burst open and get all that damage back.
So just down back, gets counter hit out of doing the parry. Uses 100 meters to confirm the end of the round, and they're one more round away from advancing. There's the Phonon power-up she got in this version. All her special moves have more hits done, blocks done, do a little bit more damage. So as long as that icon is flashing, her special moves are enhanced. Ooh. Don't you dare move. That was punishable, but it looks like Semi doesn't know. So now they're going to get corner carried.
All right, finally a flash kick out of the corner for some breathing room from Semi, but they've got a ways ahead of themselves. Ball finds a way. We're going from one corner to the other, Fox.
That's a lot of meter used by Semi, but it's okay because they have Celestial, so they'll do 20% more damage, and if they change it, they'll get all that meter. But if they don't manage to get a clean hit, they might not get a chance to use any of that. 5cc, laser. Small confirmed. Oh my god! That's not the end of the round. You have one more chance.
In dire straits with the zoning situation, though. You can only block so much.
There's the Geyser. Geyser again! And I'm pretty sure ATLRiot would have made that Geyser safe by doing either the install you saw earlier or just a safe EX projectile that gives plus frames at range. So good stuff. It's very impressive to see people still playing different characters, because at some point there seemed to be not stagnant character variety. It was like you can kind of guess some people play Katsuki, some people play Hyde, so on and so forth. You can kind of guess what character somebody plays just based off their personality, and the other times you're just surprised. Why are you playing Vatista? Why are you playing Wald? Right? Why are you playing a grappler? Things like that.
Yeah, I feel like Undernight's really good in that respect, that it has a very inviting cast where there's no one particular character that is just like, whoa, and it's just not approachable at an early level. Like, you can pick up the character that you want, and regardless of looking at any tier list online, you're like, all right, I want to learn their tools, I want to press their buttons. Phonon and Vatista, I think, are excellent examples of that, because it's two very different approaches to zoning, and depending on what other games you play, like what your familiarity is with fighting games, they can be very familiar.
Yes, it's... some things might not you might not grasp whatever they're doing. Like you see a normal, you're not sure what that normal does. You're like, is that a sweep? Is that a mid? Is that an overhead? Playing a little bit more, it becomes more intuitive, but it does take a little bit of playing a couple of matches to understand what a character does, or even asking someone who plays the character, because Uni community is very vocal about, hey, we can teach you about these things, we can teach you how to play the game. There's a lot of people in your area, because you might be somewhere out in the States that don't get good representation, but there's probably like 5 or 6 people who are really, really good at the game.
Yeah, listen, Undernight's been around for a long time.
Yeah, it has.
Like, it took us a long time to get to Uni 2.
That's true. We thought we were never going to get Uni 2, but here we are, and it also has a rollback of all things. So up next we have LuFL versus Castanzo. LuFL, a New York native, very unique Phonon player, decides to the quote unquote thing about Undernight is it's a footsie based grounding game, quote unquote. This is very heavy. Jumping in this game is very strong, because anti-airs serve a specific purpose at certain ranges, and mistiming those will probably get you sniped. Like, oh my!
We're going right into it.
They just ran up and threw round star, didn't wake up DP. I mean, they know each other. They know each other.
So they're ready to press the buttons.
Ooh, Hyde force function, new move he got this version. That big cross projectile, a lot bigger. Unfortunately for Castanzo, got grid broken again for trying to shield high.
Excellent string from LuFL. Liking the pressure. Again, this is almost what I didn't get a chance to go into it in between the sets, but what I was going to say is how a lot of characters in Uni are very expressive depending on how you want to approach their tools. This Phonon completely different than the previous Phonon we just saw.
That's the other thing. Fighting game players like to use the term expressive gameplay when they just want to do one thing differently than somebody else, which does come through. Like LuFL is constantly in the air every other second of the round because he's found his playstyle where it's hard for him to get pinned down by a lot of the people who don't know how to fight him. And he can also do a lot of damage in situations you don't think he could.
It's an unorthodox approach to the character, but it's clearly working. It's putting in numbers. We already got 2/3 of a whole health bar chunked away before Castanzo even gets to press a button and is going to pay the price for pressing.
Great reaction from LuFL to recognize the Super Flash did his own Air 2-2C on response to the Palebringer from Castanzo. LuFL up one game. And already we're back up there. LuFL holding up like it's a different game, like it's Dragon Ball or something.
Let him jump.
Nah, you gotta pay the taxes of big anti-airs. but not if you get grid broken once again, Castanzo. Come on, man.
Hyde is a very funny character. I feel like this character has new tools every time I look at this game.
Well, especially this version because the one in particular he got is the 2 force function. It's the big X cross he draws. It can be charged, eats up a lot of space, but none of that matters right now because LuFL is just mixing up Castanzo in the corner.
Like, if you don't get the opportunity to press anything, you ain't going to show any tools, old or new.
Ooh, LuFL shields, gets his turn back. Counter, hit sweep, install. Whew. Gonna get pushed all the way to the corner with this. I don't know if he's gonna win the cycle though, but he might, especially after that quote-unquote drop combo.
Oh, all right. Big damage on the counter hit.
One more chance for Castanzo on that drop. Oh, gets clipped by 4B. It's all right though. You still have another chance. Gonna get a record corner carry. No, doesn't try to go for the rest of the combo. Veil off. Oh my God!
I respect
he shields the Infinite Worth EX Pillar. LuFL just having proper reactions this morning. He's up. He's ready to go. Ready to advance out of his pool today. Well, it goes through top 8 today, so he's gonna be playing for quite some time. He's gonna be in here grinding some games, hanging out with his homies here at East Coast Throwdown. It's always a great time. I'm grateful for the organizers to bring back more French bread games. So Under Night, we're back once again this year, and we're going to have a replay for you guys real quick.
Ooh, all right, let's see it. All right, at a point where the corner pressure was looking incredible. And it's such a interesting situation because you think, all right, I'm spending my resources. I'm getting out of the corner. Let me play the game. Psych. You did not have the opportunity to play. You gave them the perfect instead.
Yes, sometimes it's hard to respond in situations where you see a super flash because, oh, they spent some meters, so I get a chance to buffer something. So, like, do my own special move here, right? But sometimes you have to abide by rules of the game where something is completely invincible for a long time. And then, yeah, right there, LuFL, he reacted correctly. He shielded the Infinite Worth EX Pillar. It's like the big super past 30% HP. So if you have 200 meter, you press A, B, C, D. You get that big pillar, which gives you a huge cinematic, but it only does a set amount of damage. You can combo into it, but you have to make sure you do the right combo or else you're just going to not have enough resources afterwards.
Right. Although I think that's another situation where the mental stack is getting tough to bear. Like, you're getting ran over by this Phonon that's playing in a way that if you looked at the character's tools on paper or if you just, like, plucked a random VOD out of a most recent tournament, it's not how this character should look.
Mostly because of legacy basis. For the longest time, you see other players use Phonon in such a way to effectively zone you out in a certain space of the screen or put big buttons in front of you to say, hey, this is a big stop sign, you get hit by this, she gets a nice combo. But LuFL's found the way, players like LuFL found the way, hey, I could just be in the air because I have a lot of air special moves. I have a lot of ways to stall in the air. I have ways to make my descent tricky. And if you make someone whiff an anti-air, there's a lot of recovery, you get a big punish, and they start to second guess themselves, which is a huge advantage because if people don't want to anti-air you in a game where big buttons, then it's like they've lost a huge tool.
Yep.
So we have Jiggywiggy versus Salty Sailor.
Ooh, all right. Now I'm in a little bit more familiar territory with Merkava on screen. I love this character.
I feel like Merkava and Akatsuki are the two characters that get a lot of love because of their design and what they do in game.
Oh, yeah, you're bringing like heavy hitting tools to the table. Besides having excellent reach, there's a ton of control at all times, and again, there's a lot of different ways that you can approach the tools that Merkava is bringing. So. The onus is on Salty Sailor to just punish out the negative dish joints with his long arms and not respect any type of corner pressure, because you could swing heavy on Merkava, as you're seeing.
Hellbreaker Ender. Ooh, the two-way stagger pressure there. That's always scary in this game if you have a decent two-way to match on. So Salty Sailor gets a knockdown, has another chance, gets a sweep, drops to confirm though. So, oh, I saw that two-way match. Spend 100 meter. Oh, that just, you did the slightly few two hits, so you didn't get enough damage. But, you know, Merkava players, sometimes they'll just mash at the right point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got buttons.
Ooh, new move. Linne running force function and covers a good portion of the ground and air. Spend meter. There's the Hellbreaker Ender. Ooh, one of the famous Merkava EX moves. Super invincible, hits a ton of times, hard to punish. Proper shields. Salty Sailor has the Vorpal Cycle. Sides to CS.
And just, I'm loving the patience from Salty Sailor. Like, recognizing when it's time to try to punish a button, other times you just gotta respect it. And it's keeping a very deliberate space, too.
Yes, Merkava has good effective ranges, but you gotta commit a lot of times. You can't just wait too long. Woo! Back tech gets caught by the dash 2A. Salty Sailor should get that round. Yes. Doesn't even have to spend any meter. They didn't have to try to build the meter. Apologies.
Play like that, you get to feel watching that this is a well-practiced matchup on Salty Sailor's part. And kind of what you're returning to Merkava being like a more popular character. If you play enough Merkavas, you just have a general understanding of the heat map of where you're not supposed to be, like where Merkava's going to be able to press the buttons, and you just have to respect it. And you stand in that blind spot, forcing Merkava to constantly reposition. All of a sudden, it's a lot harder to get those surefire positions where you can get the hard knockdown.
Not sure if Jiggywiggy wanted to veil off there, but you do have a limited meter as long as that meter's pink down there. But, oh, jump 6B. Oh, counter hit 2C. That could be the end of the round. No, it won't be, but Salty Sailor might try. Let's see. Doesn't spend any meter. Gets one more chance. Oh, hard to see overhead in the chain shift to get a proper confirm. Salty Sailor is up 1 game.
Very nicely played. Saw that they had the lead, just did not want to let go of the gas. Ooh. Oh, we swing him. We swing it out around start.
Round start dash no hold. That is hard to fight sometimes because if you're a little bit too slow on your buttons, you just lose. Under Night is kind of a timing game. You try to break your opponent's rhythm constantly on a lot of assets. Spend 100 meter. Outbreaker Ender. So now you got to try to get out of the scary Linne pressure. There's a low.
I was just about to comment. There's like so many lows getting tossed out here. You gotta be careful about that.
Woo. And Salty Sailor just turning up the heat after losing that 1 round. They're like, yeah, no, that wasn't supposed to happen. Ooh, counter hit. Second part of 2C counter hits, but then Salty Sailor just tags and presses 2C and gets a full confirm. Spend 100.
Yup. Spend it if you got it. Salty Sailor is fully in the driver's seat for this one, but an errant button's going to give Jiggywiggy some time to put some damage on.
Ooh, DP barely hits Merkava out of the sky. That was not... that got crossed up, so it turned into the other special move, but it still worked. But Salty Sailor doing wake-up dive kick after that whole scramble. Holding out, shielded properly, getting some space. Jiggywiggy gets the turn back, but they don't have the Vorpal Cycle anymore. Oh, God.
Scruff him all the way.
So now the Linne 2B, the most hated button of all time for this character, it comes out so fast. It's not that big, but it just kind of catches you from walking back a lot. So Under Night, another game for movement because you get to walk, you get to jump, it feels good. But sometimes if you walk back too much, a lot of lows in this game will clip you for just trying to move out of certain ranges.
Yeah,
and you got to have discipline.
in that particular situation, like Merkava is especially a character you have to be careful with, just because, yes, of course, big buttons, good thing, but also bad thing. Those negative disjoints can be hell if you just start recklessly putting out buttons, especially a character like Linne that's looking for that counter hit, is just going to leave you with no health after every interaction. And we saw that multiple times throughout that set. Salty Sailor got the counter hit and was just able to run away with the positioning.
Because there's also another thing that Linne got buffed in this version, like, I want to say like 3 months ago. So after U2 came out, there was a patch, and there was another patch. It was like small, little, tiny adjustments.
It was that August patch, though.
Yes, she actually became, I think, the fastest character, or tied for the fastest character in the game. Amazing run speed, can cover a lot of space on the screen just because of how fast she is. Her buttons are fairly big for what they do, so it's, if she can get to the space in time, which she normally can, and if you whiff something, she gets a good whiff punish. So her game starts to revolve around trying to sneak in and out of those ranges real quick to whiff punish, or to at least jock for position, like, hey, I'm in your face for a strike throw attempt. Are you ready to, you know, are you ready for the situation? No? All right, cool. I'm just going to start running this situation to the ground.
I'm surprised that we don't see more Linne.
It's like, I don't want to say it's regional basis, because for quite some time, Tri-State, not Tri-State, I want to say New York and New Jersey probably had the most Linnes out of the United States for some reason. I don't know why. It varies by location. Akatsuki somewhere, Midwest has a lot of Akatskis. There was a lot of Merkavas in California. Again, it's hard to pin down a lot of like why there's so many of these characters. They're just there.
Well, either way, we're going to see another one. We got another Linne coming off with Byron, fighting against Mordred. So Eltnum back on the plate.
Ooh. So Mordred, I have seen them before on a bunch of tournaments. They are quite seasoned. As this confirm I can see here, double 2-2B, 6-6C, and they spent some meter there. They do the new route that Eltnum got in this version of the game. Clean, 4,000 damage.
Cool. All right, the tech.
And there's the 2B I was talking about. It just moves her in space real quickly. It's so fast.
Interesting option, though, to give up the corner there.
That might have been a dropped, like, confirm, but it's hard to tell. Sometimes players have weird setups. They're like, oh, this is the setup that I do, and it's like, but you just let me out the corner. Yeah, it's a mix-up. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Well, you got. First round going to Mordred.
Ooh. Clean reload. Lost the overhead. And now Byron taking their turn back. Throw tech. Oh!
Ooh, this damage is filthy. Hold up. To the corner we go.
Spend 100 meter. And Mordred has a Warple cycle, so they're doing 10% more damage, while Byron is grid broken. They were grid broken, so they were also taking an extra 10%. Clean confirm. Let's see if Mordred decides to spend 100 meter here or not. Ooh, that's not going to be anywhere close to killing. But I guess they just want to do this cool route that they made up.
Hey, listen, you're on stream. You got to do it for the one time. Optimal? No. Flashy? Yes.
Yeah, I
Wins
like,
the round? Yes.
I like doing this combo. It's my favorite combo. And then Byron's reversal got baited out quite easily by Mordred there. Even though they kind of dropped the punish, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. At the end of it all, there's a 1 in front of Mordred's name, so we got that.
It doesn't matter how sloppy you think you play, as long as you win the set, that's what matters. Sometimes. Oh, once again, the assault punishing Byron's attempt to get some offense in.
But again, just letting go of the pressure. At the very least, Byron still got the corner, so still plenty of opportunity for big damage here.
Throw attack from Mordred, trying to jock for space. They win the Warple cycle, but they're back still to the corner. Another stand tech attempt. That is hard because when people run up to you, your instinct is, oh, they're going to throw me, so I'm going to try to tech it. But that's the mind game in this game is it a strike, is it a throw? Or am I going to counter poke you really well like Byron did right there?
Unfortunate.
Small combo drop. Mordred on their last legs. Hey, and that's the power of having chain shift available, or having Warple so you can chain shift. If you see the red mist, it gives you an indicator of how to punish somebody.
Knowing how to take advantage of the resources available to you is, I feel like, the biggest thing to learn in Uni. Like, movement is super pivotal, of course, but each character has like their own little quirks when it comes to that. Bread and butters are whatever. It's a fighting game. Of course, you need to do your homework if you want to press the buttons, right? But knowing what's going on at the bottom half of the screen, I think, is the biggest thing to learn.
Especially if the game has some sort of heavy resource intensive. Oh. Backdash away, trying to press 2C, EX Kuga. You have your turn, but you have to be careful about another stand tech attempt, trying to break another throw there because you're nervous about the run up, but sometimes it might serve you better to press a button like 5A or 5B. No, it keeps happening!
He just keeps running up and pressing a button in the air. Oh, tragedy strikes, but not much damage off of it, so Byron can take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, this time just gets clipped by the Assault Jump C, but no confirm from Mordred. And there's the run speed of Linne that you see in action, just gets it right in Eltnum's face ASAP.
She's zooming. She does not want to respect any zoning opportunities here.
Mordred has the Warple cycle, throw tech finally. Air throw, that's another way to anti-air somebody. Ooh! Gets a cheeky little reset, but drops the confirm. Unfortunate.
Some fast-paced gameplay. I like this.
Ooh, should be enough to end the round.
Yup.
Nice. Let's go, Mordred. A little sloppy at the end there, but sometimes you just gotta be willing to press more buttons to match their pace.
Yeah, if you recognize that you're in the scramble, you just have to come out of the scramble alive. Like, sometimes it's okay if it gets a little messy. You just got to be the one to win it.
Yes, that's true, because sometimes people are worried about their play looking clean. We'll come back to a replay right away. But sometimes it's okay if things aren't 100% all the time. You just need to make sure you're willing to readjust for some stuff, like that counter hit that Byron got, but then Mordred was willing to press right after on the 2B and seal the round. There was another interaction. Well, Mordred was like, I want to do my cross fail off combo, and it's like, fam, that wasn't even close.
Didn't do nothing. Looked cool, though.
It made Byron do wake up DP, I guess. That might be the mind game. It's mind control. And then, managed to get a back throw there. And then you see Mordred trying to pull up, and then because they weren't respecting Byron's Vorpal there when they were glowing, they could chain shift, see the red, get a clean punish and win the round. But then afterwards, Mordred just cleaned it up real quickly.
Yeah, you got to kind of recognize the game that you're playing at that point. Like, all right, we're not going for extensive combos here. We're not going for super strong Oki. We're going to press buttons at each other. But you could play that game. It's a two-player game.
Yes, it's kind of odd sometimes because you're not really sure how some people play right away because, like any fighting game, you need to figure out really quickly how your opponent's going to try to disrespect you on offense, what their defense is like, and then how they overall just move across the screen, because that can also be kind of weird. Some people like to just down back forever, and those people are kind of hard to crack, but then, a couple throws here and there will put in the work.
One last note for that previous set, but there are so many throw techs in that set. It's almost a heartbreaker. No one got anything.
It becomes, that's the level of uni that you get to where you're just trying to find out, okay, what do you like to do on defense? Do you like to throw a lot? Do you like to try to mash on my throw attempt a lot? Do you like trying to backdash? Do you like to try to reversal? Like, are you the type of person to down back? It's the feeling out process for a couple, like maybe a round or two, or because you don't get that many interactions sometimes. You might get smoked for trying to mash on something, you get counter hit, and now you lost half your life, and you're less inclined to try to press buttons in that situation again.
As we move things along into the next set, we've got AyoItsDave fighting off against Gaiserick. So another Merkava coming up to the screen. Very happy to see that, although a very unusual matchup here as going on the other side. Yes,
Kuon being another one of the new characters they added to this version of the game. He is seen as the boss character, the story mode boss character. He plays kind of similarly to a bunch of characters. He has full screen projectile. He has a flash kick like Vatista does, but he has great buttons that chip you like Hyde does. He also has great conversions off of a lot of stray hits you don't think a character like him would have.
Yeah, his combo game is unusually very flushed out. It's a matter of getting that hit, and this is a character where you can't really afford to just be swinging, too. So I'm curious to see how Gaiserick approaches this particular matchup.
AyoItsDave almost getting a clean confirm, gets hit by flash kick. Oh, Kuon also does have a teleport.
And the teleport, I feel, is going to be very relevant for this matchup.
Because you can do the teleport does come with some special attacks that go overhead or go low, so you have to be on point. But AyoItsDave is not giving Gaiserick that chance. Probably spend 200 meter here? No. It doesn't decide to spend any meter. It's a little greedy, but if you have the confidence, it doesn't matter.
He's playing with that confidence. Excellent hit off the that air dash attack.
Ooh, oh my god, the laser actually anti-aired the swoop. That's crazy.
Just plucked out of the sky. Big opportunity for Gaiserick, but instead we got the wake up.
Fully invincible there. AyoItsDave cornering Gaiserick. Merkava jump B going half screen. Drop combo though. Oh, but we match 2C because he lunges so fast forward. Oops, another drop combo.
It's fine though, because he's got the corner. Like, he is fully in control of what's going on here.
Spend 200 meter, and that should be the end of the round.
Left your arms. Excellent round one going to AyoItsDave.
Dave, I've seen him play a bunch of the past. He used to be, to my knowledge, he used to be a Uni ST player many years ago, but now I guess he's back on the Uni grind, playing Merkava, his old faithful. Ooh, counter hit. Doesn't get a confirm off it though, but still keeping up good pressure.
I like mixing in the air fireballs between the swoop, just so you can try to suss out some sort of reaction from Gaiserick.
This is the EX worm set. Jump A hits. Oh no! Tries to shield high. Gets grid broken. I'm not sure this is. Oh, this is not because he didn't even need the meter. He just wanted to build the meter for the next round.
Gaiserick is just suffocating under this pressure in the corner. But I don't really know what you do to safely get out of it. Like, you can't really properly swing, otherwise Merkava slaps you down. You can't just recklessly teleport because he's got the range to answer.
Ooh. Oh my god, jump C on the way down, gets blocked. Gaiserick gets the turn back, slide, chain shift. So you can see Gaiserick, yeah, there's the teleport loadout that came out. And now Gaiserick has some offense. Just kidding, wake up dive kick. Any character that has that, you need to police their defensive options. Oops, gets hit by grab, not blocking.
Wormoki coming in.
This one small little guy giving some extra corner carry. Oh, counter hit, trying to press buttons in that block string.
A fantastic round to end it as Dave takes it on pretty convincingly.
Dave looked like they were a little rusty dropping some of their confirms because I've known them as a, I don't want to say, it's hard to say veteran fighting game player, but I've been around the scene for quite some time, so I've seen AyoItsDave at quite a different number of events. I've played against them in Uni and ST and Clear as well. And up until now, it's like I haven't seen them play anything in like a little bit, but it could be just like a lot of life stuff happening. A lot of people coming back to the scene. They're trying to enjoy themselves this time. They're like, oh yeah, this is all the stuff I used to do. Yeah,
I mean, ECT is an excellent opportunity to do that. It's like, all right, I've got a free weekend. There's a lot of people going to this that I know. This will be just a nice break, just a nice, pleasant weekend. And then you get on the sticks, and all of a sudden, hey, I'm kind of nice at this game. I got to let everyone else know I'm kind of nice at this game.
Yes, it is. If you're at home worried like, oh, I can't play on stage, that's okay. Don't worry about playing on stage. Like most matches are going to be played, like you see the players up on stage all the way back there. That crowd of people, they're mashing in pools, they're standing around, they're doing the NPC bystander thing of, oh, is this tournament? Is this tournament? And you're just playing, you're chatting amongst your peers, you're having some fun, and then you get up to the dreaded stage, you're like, oh no, not this. What's going on? I don't want to be on stage. I'm scared.
It's time to step up. The show must go on, and someone's got to play on stage.
So up next we have Dylweed versus Deadward. I forget what region Dylweed is from, but they are a Belty Blood type Lumina player. They did not make top 8, but they're fairly strong in their region. And Deadward also from New Jersey. Started playing, I forget when they started playing Under Night, but they've been around more often recently to give some more support to the scene.
Okay.
I think they still play Wagner, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there we go.
I think that's a character that does not see a lot of life in Unit 2, I've noticed.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know why. I feel like Wagner is a strong character, but all the Wagner players will come after me if I say that too loud.
Oh, there's a character that really ruled the roost in Unis and had very strong tools in Uniquely, despite nerfs moving along in that. Coming to Uni 2, still a strong character. Like, you can argue balanced or nerfed here or there, but like still strong tools. Against the likes of a character like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I just blanked on Orie's name. Orie. Against the likes of Orie, like, you have a lot of opportunity to go for hard knockdown, get your charges, and just build up your damage. The match could be over in 3 or 4 interactions.
Ooh, that was a slick run under, gets a throw. So you see Deadward using the EX meter there to get both buffs. The shield buff makes Wagner's shield tackle have armor on it if you charge it, and also makes it safe. The sword one makes their sword car have follow-ups. Oh my god, we're just jumping, we're holding up. We don't want to be on the ground no more.
Oh, scary down there, man.
These characters have different ways to change up the descent, so it's kind of hard to dissuade them from doing that. Ooh, Deadward shielding a little bit too early, gets grid broken. Overhead, that dreaded Orie overhead looking like one of her other moves, so it's hard to tell if it's an overhead or not.
Yeah, you're just forced to respect the buttons at that point, and you gotta eat that perfect.
So Dylweed was like, that first round doesn't matter, that never happened, moving on. Deadward trying to use Wagner good buttons. Push the corner, might spend 100 meter to get both buffs. Yeah, there we go.
You might as well, it gives you complete control of the corner if you get a chance to press, but excellent escape from Dylweed.
Deadward getting grid broken again. Blocks the overhead chain shift, gets turned back. Ooh. Slow pressure, another grid break. No one likes having grid. Okay, cool. We're just pressing. We're losing the access of our D button.
No resources, just button.
Just button, just normal button. No Vorpal. Deadward's not going to build enough meter here. He should get a knockdown though. Trying to bait out an option from Dylweed. Blocks the Veil Off. Veil Off is like a pseudo burst, except you can't do it when you're getting hit. It's only done in neutral. So if you're out of blocks and you press ABC, and as long as you have 100 meter, you get that like little burst thing. But it can be blocked. You can't throw it, but it can be blocked.
Yeah, a very interesting panic option, but panic option nonetheless that ends up getting devoured. Deadward moving around with the game 1 and not letting up the gas.
This is a top 32 qualifier, so if Deadward wins this, he will be a top 32 winner side. Chain shift, doesn't see red, but decides to throw anyway.
I like the backup, but nothing to really amount for it. I've noticed that even despite Deadward being in control of the match majority of the time, Dylweed's playing with the space that he's given very well.
Yeah, oh, except they didn't block that cross under 6B.
We can't compliment nothing out here.
He might spend 200. There we go. Uses the infinite worth. Understands the life threshold that Dylweed was at and said, screw it, I don't want to take any more risks dropping combos. I will spend 200 meter. Oh my god. That was moved to get me into invincible VP. We're going to be swinging? No. Dylweed just holding down back there. They get thrown. Push the corner. There's a Veil Off. Don't want to block. They get 20% extra damage while that meter is pink. Backdash away. Gets hit by 5C. Let's see if Dylweed can get a proper confirm. No. Oh.
But we get the poke. Plenty of opportunity to end it out here, and they will indeed. All right. Into the third round. Oh. Big buttons right out the gate.
Oh my god.
No jumping allowed.
Deadward gets the better of the scramble afterwards. Gets the install, but instead doesn't get the hit, so it was a little scary.
At the very least, though, like making use out of the shield charges so that your pokes are safer, I think is at least good on Deadward for keeping up that pressure. Like, yeah, you're not killing Dylweed immediately, but you're making sure that you still have a lot of presence as we push to the corner.
There's the grid thrust, uses 100 meter to make space. Oh my god, Deadward just holding up for it and gets in. Last chance incoming. All he needs is a one good hit, and there he found it. That should be the end of the round. Yes, it is.
All right.
Deadward moves on to top 32 winner's side.
Blink if you miss it kind of set, but excellently played on both ends.
A lot of Under Night games in this version go by way quicker than they used to, which is a departure a lot of people don't like because they like the slower pace of the earlier titles. You know, you got to play a few more interactions, but nowadays games were just like, no, you got to make fast decisions. You guys were just going to figure out if you can hit each other twice and explode and, you know, move on to the next one, you know?
Yeah, there's already characters in this game that facilitated that style of play. It's just a matter of how alert you are and if you could really make it matter when you get your hit. So now at the game is like moving towards that phase. Maybe we'll see more of that. Maybe we'll see further adaptations of characters, but we'll see more of that after a quick ad break. So make sure to stay tuned with us. Back everyone for day 2 of East Coast Throwdown 2024. Hangman and Fox bringing you back with some 10 a.m. pools. We got the latter half of these pools going as we get more of our top 32 qualifiers. How you feeling for this block?
You know, it's 10 a.m. Well, it's almost 11. It's almost 11 a.m. Most people should be awake by now. If you're either in college or you have a 9 to 5 or some sort of working job, you should be like, all right, I gotta be alert, awake. This is part of my weekend. I entered these brackets. Let me get the best out of this. Make sure I get something to eat. You know, brush my teeth, clean up a little bit, and then get down here, get some games, play, because you know you got a long weekend of games coming up.
There's been a lot going on so far, and plenty ahead of us still. And looking ahead of us for what we have for the rest of Uni 2 for this morning, 13,000 Bees stepping back up to the plate.
Oh, okay. Oh, it also looks like Cinder Blue's playing. Cinder Blue is a New York Nanase player, so that character is one of the ones a lot of people are seeing on net play brackets to some degree, like the stronger players playing Nanase. She got a lot of changes that made her frame data better, made her damage better, so she can kind of just fly her way in a couple instances and make people's lives kind of hard to fight.
Ooh, okay. Facing off against really good space control tools that Carmine brings to the table. I'm curious to see how they navigate this.
So 13,000 Bees already get in the corner carry, sets out a bomb. Ooh, down back shield, and 13,000 Bees presses 2B first. They press their button first. Blood prison.
Throw down some puddles, lots of blood, and the pinwheel not able to catch this time. Excellent breakout from Cinder Blue.
Oh, didn't shield anything, stood up, got hit by the 2C sweep. Oh, it doesn't respect the Carmine block string, forgot that he can do the down X puddle to make a spike come up. So you have to pay attention to people's block strings and if they miss their cancel or not. Once again, getting pushed to the corner, gets cross under.
Trying to find some sort of button to break away from this pressure, but 13,000 B is doing a great job of just keeping it up.
Ooh, 2C doesn't hit anything there. Cinder Blue just kind of chilling now, trying to figure out how to get in versus Carmine. That's start.
Oh, it's one little poke, but they're struggling to find any normals to get anything real started here.
Oh,
but a reversal out of the puddle. Now we're swinging in the air.
Cinder has cycle, but has to be careful. No! He already committed to the special move, so he's just going to fling himself into the pinwheel, and that's game 1 to 13,000 Bees.
It's so unfortunate when you have a character like Nanase that's able to navigate such a wide array of space in a game where otherwise your movement, while still very within control, is a lot more fun. Here, this character can move around much more freely, but not so much when you have pinwheels of blood just staying in the way, and B's able to pick up off of those hits.
Overhead blocks. Cinder looks like they're getting their offense back, but they have to respect a lot of the Carmine block string as long as there's a power out there. Oh, we're in chain shift. Green shield doesn't get punished, so Cinder trying to use meter to force his turn consistently. But now we're back in this neutral state, and it looks like he's a little lost, besides he's shielding puddles correctly.
Big punish, though. No reversal out of that. Ender in the corner. But a quick drop from Bees does give Cinder an opportunity to potentially bring this back. This could be big damage. Hold on.
Gets reset. You get one more chance, Cinder. Dash up throw. One more chance again. Bomb's still there. Bomb's gone. But 13,000 Bees has cycle. Decides to use the EX to keep his turn. Oh, yep. They flinched. That move is a low. So if you are down backing and then stand up anytime, oh my god. We gotta talk about this later, Cinder. You gotta, I need you to block better, bro.
You just ate bad.
Yeah,
for no good reason, actually.
Not down backing around start. It does trip you up. No! 13,000 Bees is like, I know that Nanase setup is not real. I can mash on it. You're trying to get me to fall for something fake, and now we have Blood Prison set up. 2 bombs down there. Oh, there's the veil off.
All right, that's a little rude. Just a little rude from Bees.
Whoa, and there's Nanase Tornado. Finally clipping 13,000 Bees. So Cinder has a good life. Oh my! That's footsies. Also, she's not going the right way. Nanase? Whoa.
Unfortunate. He's not cooperating. He's not with the program. He's not trying to win this round.
Oh, activates chain shift, sees the red mist, knows that 13,000 bees is pressing a button, and uses the reversal. So now, Sinner's, he's finally found his rhythm. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to go in here. It's fine. It'll be all right.
All right, gets a moment of breathing. He's really making it count. Big damage here in this round 3.
Sets up the disc, left, right. Not ready to be vacuumed backwards. Sinner gets another good mix-up. Spends a meter. No, just gets it down.
Ooh, good catch. All right, that could very well be end of round here, and it is. All right, game 3 is coming up, Fox.
Sinner did a much better job there finding their rhythm, making sure that they were not too tripped up. They were like, okay, I'm going to make sure my confirms are on point here. I'm not trying to lose this round. Ooh. How did he get hit? What happened, bro?
He really is just sort of flying around, and Beast does not care for it at all.
But he has the cycle. He had the cycle. Come on, bro.
Had. Important.
He did a good job, and then he mistimed his shield. He got hit by double overhead. He's in the corner. What happened, man?
It's all going to hell. There's so much happening on the screen trying to get us out of the corner, but not looking too hot.
Yeah, check the yellow grab there. You have more frames to do so. Sinner has another chance. He has some meter. He might win the cycle if he keeps that much grid.
Oh my god. We're crossing up. How you blocking?
Oh,
you're getting thrown, actually.
Yep, flash red, couldn't take the grab. Blocks the EX Blood Prison attempt. There's a chain shift on the overhead. Sinner slash loot shit. Oh my god. He maxed that out. You're a master, Sinner. I don't care what anyone says.
He's a master, but he's a round up, Fox.
Yeah, masters are winners. Yes, yes. It would be all counter hit 2C. Should get good corner carry here. Doesn't build enough meter, but it's positioning that matters.
Like, if you're Bees in this situation, how do you recover? Because you just watch a set that was very handedly yours. Start to crumble away piece by piece.
It's a lot of respecting Nanase when she's mid-screen. If there's nothing on top of her, but like right here, there's a steer ender. Oh, uses the A reversal there that has no invincibility, but can special cancel.
We're pressing so many buttons.
No,
but we're winning the set because of it.
Sinner is like, I'm going in and I don't care. But Sinner does qualify for top 32. I believe that's going to be winner's side. That's good stuff to Sinner. They've been playing in a lot of... That is winner's side confirmed. Sinner has been playing in a lot of organized net play ranking battles. So it's not like a tournament. It's like it was set up across most of the United States where different regions has their own ranking battles. So it's supposed to help strengthen inter-region connections and make players stronger within each other. So Sinner actually is the highest rank of the Northeast Coast region.
Oh, how about that?
He grinds very frequently. He wants to play. He wants to get better, and he's doing so. And you can see right there, like, he was kind of struggling the first game and a half, and then he brought it back as he figured out, like, oh, okay, I just need to be a little bit more patient, figure out where to place these special moves, these normals to get the clean counter hit, end around, and maybe, yes, just be better in a lot of those scrambles, because that's all it is in fighting games, just being better, being right.
I think there's a lot of players that perform better under pressure, and in a situation like that where you're just watching in real time as that set is going away from you, like, you sort of wake yourself up, and you have the discipline to know, all right, I have the options. I know what it can do. I have this well practiced. I just got to get it together and wake up. And we watched that happen very quickly, just the snap of a finger.
It's kind of hard because fighting games sometimes don't give you that pace because you'll think, oh, you know, I can just chill for a little bit and I don't have to worry about anything. But then someone's running at you full speed and they're not giving you a chance to breathe. They're like, guess, guess, guess. And you're like, no, I don't want to guess. I just want to chill. I want to down back here. But I don't know if we're going to see down backing here because we got Mr. B versus Illish. So Mr. B is from MDVA, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
They're fairly strong in their scene. I want to say they place on net play brackets, they place like, if not top 8, top 9, 13, within the stronger threshold of the players who were there.
Respectable placings.
So Mr. B, if he gets this W, he would advance to winner's side top 32. Illish is trying to. Oh, Kuon. Is she using Kuon?
All right.
Kuon. I feel like this is a. I don't want to say hard matchup, but I want to say not easy for Orie because Kuon has the ability to kind of shut down her ability to do thrust from half screen, full screen with the lasers, especially lasers in the pin moves.
Yeah, it's an opportunity where a character gets to just really flesh out their zoning. And even though, from what I understand, Kuon is not supposed to just be a straight vanilla zoner.
He can be though. That's the thing. He's literally jack of all trades, but he's actually really good at everything he wants to do.
And we'll take an ace of all trades. We'll see how Illish pilots it.
Alright, Illish, she manages to get a hit. Oh my. Sees red. Yep. Correct response is use something invincible to get your turn back. But what if I just did wake up throw because I don't respect you?
Ooh, listen, she got the notice. We're pressing buttons in this pool. We're waking up with buttons.
There's the EX reversal for Mr. B. He's like, it's my turn. Illish trying to make some space, but gets counter hit by the low swipe Thanatos. That move, the first part of that move is a low, so if you're walking back, you just get clipped. So you got to down back, like right there. I like when I say something and players do it. I'm like, yes, that's
such a good feeling.
It's like I'm teaching people in real time. That's wild. But I don't want to be a teacher. Teachers don't get paid enough. like Godspeed the teachers, honestly.
For real.
Ooh, Illish gets a clean hit. She doesn't get the rest of the confirm anti-air. There it is.
Just a little poke, just to maintain the control.
Ooh, max range low. Illish not ready down back. She does have change hits available, but oh, had to block that 2-2C there because they didn't try to reversal a teleport. And then she tried to mash again, loses once more.
Gotta watch those buttons against Orie.
It's a little harrowing to fight Orie there because Kuon's fastest button is 1 frame slower than Orie's fastest button, which happened in that instance is 2A. Kuon 2A, I believe, is 6 frames. Orie 2B is 5. So, you know, 5 is faster than 6.
Right.
As long as you time it correctly, you're fine. Looks like Illish is doing... Ooh. Oh my god!
I love the quick float and to get a button out, start our pressure.
Ooh, there's a grid break. Mr. B thought he could shield something there. Oh my... That was going to be a sick confirm. Illish, I need you to look back at this VOD and be like, how do I make this a cool combo?
Like, hit the training mode, get that one practice. Because this character's got so many cool tools.
Yes. Kuon is just blessed. He's just blessed. That's all I'm going to say. But unfortunately, Illish is not blessed with the Warple cycle. She's getting rushed down by Mr. B. Oh, red? Oh, fell for that little tactic there.
That was filthy.
You do an Orie block string, you call out your persona essentially, and then you change this so they don't see it because the persona's behind you. Mr. B getting another clean hit here. Illish is trying to oh my god, trying to throw there, gets counter hit. EX Laser trades with Orie 60C, I think. Uh-oh. Help! It's floating at me. I don't want to eat mix-up.
Excellent dash back there, too.
Doesn't get the confirm. Unfortunate. It's a little bit too slow.
Usually not afraid to swing at all.
Ooh. It's finally her chance. Side switch. Oh, goes for a teleport mix-up, but it's going to get hit by the infinite work, and that is GG's.
So we did not want to deal with none of that.
Saw that Illish was in the air, and because you're in the air, there's certain 200-meter moves, the infinite words, that you cannot block in the air. It's escaping me right now which ones are not, but I guess Orie's isn't because Kuon's floating like that. He can't block certain things in the air. Like certain grounded normals, not allowed to block in the air. Because if you jump and you're like, oh, I'll block like it's a Alpha 3. The kids remember Alpha 3?
No.
No.
The kids don't remember Alpha. In general.
People my age don't remember Alpha, but that's besides the point. The point is that Mr. B had the great recognition to know that, oh, Kuon's floating there, I'm just going to infinite worth because I have 200 meter, and I know this does a massive amount of damage. You'll be able to seal around really easily.
Yeah, I've noticed that's one of like the fatal flaws of Kuon as a character is that the float is really powerful, the buttons behind it are fantastic, and being able to cancel it out to get some sort of mix on the ground, really strong. But the float, the beginning of it is a heavy commitment. Getting yourself into the air is a big deal. If you're just doing that recklessly, you're going to get popped.
It's one of those things where he can act, like he can float and then act a little after. So there's a small gap where if you're very astute, you can see like, I can swing on this really quickly if you have something that's fast. But if you wait a little bit too long, there's a chance where he floats, he gets out of the recovery period, and he hits you with one of his air buttons. So he gets to confirm afterwards. So sometimes you're like, he's floating, I don't want to take that risk, right? But then you lose your turn, meaning he gets to do more float mix-ups. And you don't want that. You don't want to eat more mix-ups from a character like Kuon, right? But it requires diligence to know what the character does, and I feel like now that the game is in a more visible state, a lot more people are like, okay, this is how you fight this is how you fight this, because we're tired of getting hit by all this silly stuff. I was gonna say, speaking of silly stuff, but I don't want to say Yuzu is a silly character. Yuzu's a fairly good character in this game, because you know, a character who can hit you from full screen is usually considered to be fairly strong, especially when she does what she does. But hey, what up, Carp? I don't know what you said there, Carp, but what's up, man? What's good? What's up?
Oh, I feel like it's safe to say Yuzuriha is a silly character.
She's very strong. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say very strong.
There you go.
I don't want to say other words that might misconstrue strength. I just want to say like if you like Yuzu, you should play her. She's cool.
Yeah, I mean, she's your typical Yato character. Yeah, so many anime fighters have one, at least one.
Most days they have at least one.
Yeah, it's become like a sub archetype of character where it's like, all right, you know, this character is going to have really good buttons. They're going to have really good range, and they're going to have obnoxious buttons amongst the good buttons.
And it's usually there's some sort of downside to the character. They might not, their movement might be hindered by something odd. They might not have something that is standard across the cast. Like they might have a two-way that doesn't hit low, but it's tied for fastest move in the game. So Yuzu's 2A, it does not hit low, but it's like 5 frames, or it is 5 frames. Excuse me. So this matchup is, well, first of all, Carp is considered to be one of the strongest Yuzu players in the country, period.
And Yuzu already established a very strong character. Playing the mid-range is as easy as breathing. So Mordred's got his work cut out for him if he's going to try to control any space or even just take it away off of stray hits.
Mordred has the cycle though. Decides to change up, manages to get in. Let's go. Get this confirmed. Ricochet. Double 2-2-B. No, just gets the early reload. Whiffs throw, but whiff throw is not plus in this instance.
A dangerous drop.
Ooh, gets caught by a slash. Confirms. Spend more meter. No.
Just win the round. You got the buttons. You can win the round.
That's why Yuzu's cool, man. She hits you from full screen, teleports, and continues the combo. You're like, all right, let's go. I like that. If you're about that, you should play Yuzu. Don't worry about people telling you that Yuzu's hard. No, that's... I don't want to say that's a myth, but more practice makes perfect, honestly. Ooh, off the assault. Ah, veil off. I don't want you to have that. But Mordred's like, I'm just going to reversal DP.
You don't care. Just don't look at the bottom half of the screen. Don't worry about all that.
Carp gets a small hit there. Shields a jump in. Oh, counter hit throw. Can't tech that. A lot of staggers coming in from Mordred, and Carp takes his turn. EX sync, very invincible.
There's a very gutsy counter hit too.
Oh god, too far to get it confirmed. Throw a tech. Carp trying to do his best to get himself back into this round. Ooh! Lotus flip hits the wrong way. Hard to tell.
We're just moving around everywhere that we can. Although I love that Mordred is having just that little bit of patience on the buttons too. Not enough that you're just a sitting duck for Yuzu to move around and reposition for big damage, but like enough that you know that you have an opportunity to swing. You gotta wait for it. Oh, not gonna find it in this round though.
It's that situation there is a little tricky because when she flips like that, when she does a lotus flip, she can go back in the stance and commit to a load that really quickly. So you have to like see her flip and you're like, oh, I should stand up. Oh no, I stayed standing. I hit by low. What's going on here?
It's a lot all at once. If you're not up to the task of trying to stop Yuzu from moving, you have to at the very least deal with the buttons. But again, another tall order.
So Carp in a really great spot has Mordred down to about 30% HP. It's gonna slowly see if Mordred tries to shield. There's the reversal EX move, very invincible. You can bust out from a lot of situations like that. Doesn't get the rest of the confirm. Carp decides to use Veil off. Didn't press any buttons there, that was very respectful. Oh, and Mordred tried to high shield. They got hit low, and now they're grid broken and dead.
I'm not gonna front, it's kind of grim.
A little bit, yeah, because Carp, like I said, is probably amongst one of the stronger players in this tournament, period. He has been a strong user player for quite some time. And as you can see, managing to pick apart Mordred's game plan of how do I get in on versus Yuzu, and Carp is like, you don't.
Yeah, I think strong character aside, I think this is very excellent piloting of Yuzu. Like, it's one thing to have the good tools, it's a whole other thing to use them so efficiently. And I think efficiency is the note for this set. Because Mordred is able to find his opportunities to try to move around, and it's just getting poked out just regardless.
I got hyped for that confirmed that Carp just did because it uses one of her notorious moves, elbow. She says elbow. But that confirmed was sick. Also, I think this round is over, by the way. Spin 200? Yes, sir. Thank you, Carp. Make it nice and easy. Moves on to winner's side for top 32. So Mordred goes down to losers, but still has a chance to make it to top 32 if I'm not mistaken. Probably has to play like 1 or 2 matches. Carp, good stuff. What's up? What's up, fam? I need to play you later, bro. I don't know. I don't know that matchup. I'm Bud. I'm a commentator. I'm not a player.
The classic.
Yeah, I didn't enter. I'm here to hang out, make sure production goes well. ECT always doing great stuff for not only players but production, commentators. They're like, hey, we want you guys to come back. We want to give you guys some opportunities. So it's really good that people decided to support East Coast Throwdown every year because this has been a thing since 2012. I forget. It's been around for a long time.
It's been around for a minute.
Very long time. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Walter. I'm sorry, Zach. Don't get mad at me. I like we're old, okay? We're just old men trying to play video games, make sure everyone else is happy.
And doing a good job of it, they are. There's a lot of people out there in the crowd.
Yeah,
a whole lot of people playing casuals. A whole lot of people watching.
It reminds the open space reminds me a lot of Combo Breaker. If anyone's ever been to Combo Breaker or anything that's in a convention center, there's a lot of setups. There's a lot of other things to do outside of just play like the main games we have here. There's like there's an arcade. There's other booth vendors out here. There's the artist alley. And then you just got a chance to just sit down and just chop it up with people.
Yeah, and even if you're not in one of the main brackets, the community brackets, there's a ton of them for this event.
Definitely. It's one of those things of, oh, I don't see my main game on here. That means someone else is running it as a side game, and that sometimes gets an astonishing number of people. By astonishing, I mean probably somewhere upwards to like 200 if you get enough people to show up on a good day.
Yeah, listen, people see a tournament like this as a great opportunity to pop out of the woodwork. It's like, all right, I want to support my game. I want to see friends that I haven't seen in a while. This is a good excuse for that.
Yes, that's also the biggest thing. I haven't seen some of y'all in like a few months. You come down to Connecticut, come to East Coast Throwdown, hang out for like 3 or 4 days. Get some of the oil pizza. I heard it's good. I haven't had it yet. I hear it's good, but I haven't had it, so I'm not gonna make judgment on it. So
yeah, no, I gotta try it at least once for the one time.
Yeah, you gotta say you had something that of this caliber that you kind of enjoy. I haven't heard bad things about it, so I'm just like, you know what? I'll try it. It's fine. All right, what were you after? We have Maigo versus AyoItsDave. AyoItsDave back up again. Maigo, a New York resident, plays Carmine, trying to get back to the game once again. Oh, Lord.
I love this match. This matchup is a tale of all this time for me. Like, it's all about how confident you are in your space control. Because you've got the tools either way. Carmine and Merkava, like, you find your straight hit, you're turning that to big damage, big corner control, and an easy round end.
Spend meter? Come on, Dave, spend the meter, bro.
Nope.
It doesn't.
Nope.
It's not like there's no interest in saving meter. You don't get more meter for saving meter. It doesn't work like that. Oi, counter hit straight hit 2Cs. Excuse me. Maigo's trying to walk back there. Spend 100. Sir, get a knockdown.
Love Wormoki in this house.
Because not only, well, if you take a grab or hit Carmine, they go away, but Dave being really aggressive there after the throw tech. Has a life lead, decides to take a risk, works out, has a bigger life lead now. Oh no. Throw it into the corner versus Carmine. Dive kick gets exploded by the bomb.
Yeah, you got to do a little bit of respecting Carmine's tools in this matchup. Especially when you get put into the prison, puddles down.
Pinwheel out, tries to roll out, punishes the roll with throw. If you time it correctly, you can punish the new roll mechanic with throw. Back to the corner you go. It's still my turn. Oh, you take those throws. It's not your turn. That almost confirmed. Maigo could have ended it right there. It just ran up full screen.
Full screen grab is so disrespectful. I mean, it was a great option there, but so disrespectful.
Yeah, because it means that your opponent does not have the will to press a button in front of you. They're just going to down back and let you run out.
That's what I'm talking about with confidence in this kind of a matchup. Like, who's running up on Merkava from full screen?
Not a lot of people, but sometimes you do stuff like that to throw off their gameplay.
Yeah. And now look at the shift in the flow of the match. Maigo very much on the board with the damage and currently getting pressed in the corner. But a lot more willingness to swing out of the corner.
Using a new dive move that Carmine got this version as well. Gonna spend 100 meter. Double bomb setup. Let's see if there's a pinwheel out or not. There it is.
Yes, sir.
One bomb is gone. One more left. That bomb's still there, by the way. No, you don't get to play the game.
No.
Cut that out.
Blood Oki too strong. Excellently played by Maigo.
Maigo up one game.
Alright.
That confirm is a new addition to Carmine for this version, so it makes him a lot stronger, able to corner carry off a straight hit like that. Overhead block. AyoItsDave now has the Vorpal cycle, so he can chain shift if he thinks something straight's coming through.
Very bold of him to just stand over the blood waiting for his opportunity to swing.
Because sometimes if a player of Maigo's caliber sees that, they'll just not do anything, just run at you instead. Because like, you're so focused on one thing. Oh no, Dave tried to jump and got hit by the pinwheel.
Huge damage. Whew. Huge damage. That's the worst case scenario fighting against Carmine.
So now Maigo's on set point. Ooh, doesn't get the corner carry, but once again manages to stop Dave from doing dive kick. But Dave's like, I'm not blocking. Throwing out some blood spears. Trying to put out a landmine there. That confirm works?
That's kind of gross. It's such a wonky hit, though, off the pinwheel, so, like, I get it. But also good on Maigo for the recognition that you have the spacing to work with what you got.
Overhead blocked. Oh, trying to escape with Merkava 3C. Not. Ooh, up back jump.
Why are we both in the air? Hold up.
They were both trying to beta through, I guess, so they both decided to jump. EX Blood Rain. Oh, that's plus. Unfortunate for Dave. They go down in the loser side, but Maigo qualifies for top 32.
Very well played. I hate fighting against Carmine any opportunity I get to play the game, but I have to respect good Oki. And the persistence to just push to the corner and lock a character down like Merkava is kind of a tall feat for any character who has strong options off hard knockdown.
Yeah.
But it's very well executed here.
It's kind of hard because Merkava has the ability, if he always has meter, he can do the flappy arms reversal where, like, you know, Super Flash comes through and he just, like, waves his arms. It's fully invincible. It's kind of hard to bait in some instances. And sometimes if you're too far, you don't get a punish at all. So sometimes Merkava players will just hold 100 meter to say, I might do it. Are you ready for me to do it? And, like, people back off. They'll give respect. They'll lose a lot of their pressure because they don't want to get hit by it and lose momentum. But if you know how to fight against that, you're just like, all right, you lose 100 meter. I don't care. You don't have a resource, right? That's very important because resource in this game being meter, chain shift, is one of the ways to make sure that your opponent's either offense is a lot weaker or your defense is a lot stronger. So we have more top 32 qualifiers for y'all. This is on the loser side. It's going to be BlackVegeta versus Snydz.
All right.
I hope I'm saying this correct. That's the other detriment of being a commentator is if things aren't phonetically put for you, you just have to guess and hope they're not mad at you afterwards.
Listen, back in the day, it used to be a lot worse, where you had to learn that in real time.
Woo! Because you wouldn't see the name until it popped up on the screen because production has grown with time, so you got more technology, so now they can figure things out on the fly.
Yeah, big ups to Spooky giving us notes as we go along, keeping things moving very smoothly.
Spooky, one of the innovators of streaming. It's not a bias. Trust me, it's not a bias. Even though I've known the man for a very long time, he works his butt off. He makes sure everything's pristine, clean. No one touches his stuff unless he gives you proper permission, teaches you how to use it. So
yeah, this production work is hard.
Yeah, it's very hard. I'm glad I'm not doing it. If they're doing it, we're doing the easier side of, like, I don't want to say production. We're just like, you know, the behind the scenes people. We're like the less behind the scenes people. Yep. They're the more behind the scenes.
We get to sit in front of a camera and yap about video games.
Yeah, this job.
That's the dream job for people.
This commentating. Someone might say commentating is easy.
Curious.
This is a long button check, guys. Oh, good, you can hear me. That's great. I will be one of the people that say, like, hey, all right, come on, 30 seconds. You don't need to do your whole comment. See, look, it happened again.
All right, I'm gonna be so real. I have no idea what this is going to look like playing.
So Uzuki typically is trying to fight at the space of her B and C normals, usually. Mostly the B normals because they have less recovery. and they're a little bit safer. But then sometimes she's just gonna Totogeki in constantly, or try to drop a coffin on you.
I mean, as far as available options at round start go, I kind of like that because you don't want to give Yuzu the room to free.
Yes, but I think, in my opinion, I feel like Uzuki might have not okay time, but she has options to at least stop Yuzu for trying to retreat, play full screen. Overhead, double overhead. I don't know why that combo was like that. That's kind of weird. But sure. Oh, spend meter? No, you didn't know your routing, so you don't get to play the game.
Now you pay for a decent amount of life. Usually getting resources up.
Oh, yeah, that's a low.
You got to get rid of that.
Low. If you haven't played against Uzuki, you're just like, oh, I didn't know that's low.
I was going to say, not only is this character the newest, one of the newest to the game, but also, just looking at this character's tools, you can tell this is the knowledge check character.
Well, at the very beginning, probably, but after that, you're just like, okay, this does this does that. It turns into a, oh, this is a lot less of a jump scare factor, more of a, all right, I need to make sure I'm either down backing at most times or I anti-air most times.
There are just certain characters in fighting games where you have the vibe where like your scene needs one person on retainer to help you learn that matchup.
That would be a nice thing to have for most regions in most games. Oh, boxing overhead. But in more competitive fighting games, people tend to play things that are more known, so there's less them having to learn something and try to refine it. It's like, oh, this is already known, so I don't have to put in any extra effort. Oh, God. Block? No!
Nope.
You pressed the button. Are you done? Damn! I forget if Uzuki's life is lower than average, because everyone has a set total of life. So obviously, some characters might have lower than others, and things like that instance might have not happened if she had more HP. More base HP. BlackVegeta's like, screw all that, I'm just gonna go in, hold this. Overhead block. Ooh, block overhead, let's go. Oh, that's right. Ah, trying to press 2A there, gets jumped over. Full confirm. Ooh, tries to bait out an option there with a jump back on the coffin.
I look at this character and she just looks like the strangest medley of like other fighting game options. Like,
Kinda. It's mostly just because of the bones. It's just the bones. See, like skeletons that have pikes in them, you're like, man, that's cool. But those also hit low, so you have to down back those, by the way. Oh, gets hit by a low tail swipe. Might be enough. It's not enough.
No.
But they sit on a coffin. Oh, you gotta hit her. You gotta hit her. You gotta hit her. Orie, up back. Let's go. I get my turn.
All right, next soul in a prayer.
Doesn't get the full confirm. Gets the snipe out of the air. Just trying to constantly stay on Uzuki to make sure she's not, trying to be a squiddling. Oh no! Low shield gets exploded, and that's game one to Snydz. Snydz?
However it's pronounced, they played it well. They played out. That was almost a full life comeback.
Yes, in my head I was just like, oh, this is probably game one pretty over. And then all of a sudden it just steamrolled the other way, and they just needed 1 or 2 proper guesses, and that's it. Wait, are you saying Uzuki is not your main character? Well, why would you do that? Why would you not play your actual character? Or are you playing a character that you think fights Yuzu because she has big buttons? No,
nope, psych.
Stick to your character.
I was about to say, we almost got our first character switch of the block.
Yeah. It's rare for people to be multiple character specialists, but if they are on the upper echelon of player strength because they're so knowledgeable, they understand how character matches work, so they're willing to just play that out as opposed to like their, character loyalty.
Right. And it's almost understandable with a character like Uzuki, who, again, are new to the cast, so if you really click with the character on release, and then this character came out and you're like, oh, she's kind of nice, I'm going to put the effort here, you still have that muscle memory and practice with another character. You can fall back on that. Hypothetically, maybe that's why we see the Kaguya come up.
Oh! Teleport away from the poison hat, but it gets hit by the skeleton spike. That does hit low, so if you're walking back, you will get clipped. You have to down back. Steer Ender, hold that. Oh, he tried to throw in defense and it got assaulted over. So BlackVegeta is going to get a knockdown here. Sets the poison.
Brutal round.
That was a 2-way hit confirm, by the way. I don't think that's possible. It's just 2-way to steer Ender. Oh, guess what? You're walking back. Hold the skeleton real quick.
Spooky pressure.
It is the spooky month. Party City is popping off right now in your area, depending on where you are in the country.
That's true.
Ooh. Walking back away, doesn't want to deal with those Vatos. Oof, bone bats doesn't hit anything. I teleport, nothing personnel.
Truly, like, just dash between all of the skeletal nonsense. Does not care for it. Big damage.
Back into the corner. So Snydz tries to teleport to get hit by EX Totsugeki. Ooh, counter hit throw. Probably trying to.
What's that?
That's a throw animation.
Not a third time, right? Okay.
It was almost a third time, but that's why BlackVegeta decided to assault there to bait that throw attempt.
2 for flinching.
It's tough though, because like we said earlier, when you dash at someone like that, you're at least in this game, your initial instinct is like, oh, they're gonna throw at me, because that's the fastest thing in the game that almost everybody has. Because throw is 4 frames, so it's dash up throw, and it's hard to react to. So it's like, yeah, I'll just do this because it's a free mix-up kind of, right? But you just hold up to get out of it. Some sort of jump. Oh my God, that almost caught me. And right now you can tell that BlackVegeta kind of. That was almost it.
2 big what-if situations to open up this game 3.
Full confirm here from BlackVegeta. Decides to change something, gets a meter. Gets on the coffin, gets plus frames off the bone bats. Overhead. Double overhead. I just like saying double overhead because like it combos for some weird reason. Woo! Have to jump low. It is hard to see that. Oh, that should be enough to end the round? Let's see.
Yep.
Yes, let's go. BlackVegeta, knowing how much life is left over, uses the 200 meter to secure the round. On set point.
Again, another situation. You got it. Spend it. This game is all about your resource management at the end of the day. So know when you can use it.
Ooh, looked like Snydz trying to press use 2B there. Got assaulted over. Hold his coffin real quick. Trying to jump to get out, and finally manages to get clear of Uzuki pressure. Gets a 2-way hit. Might spin 100 meter? No, hold on to it. Anti-air? What?
Why is he allowed to do that?
So, I don't know why. Because that was such a weird interaction. It felt like they were both just mashing, honestly. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No shielding. EX Totsugeki gets teleported. Ooh, counter hit slash. Do they know the route? No, they don't. They could have ended the round if they knew the proper combo there. But it's okay. They still have the life lead.
They got all the space in the world. Like, this is still Yuzuriha we're talking about.
So you can see that Snydz isn't particularly too well versed in a couple of situations on how to combo, but they're still able to get the hits that matter the most. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's get the last couple of slashes.
Just a little bit of a drop, but you still have the corner pressure.
They have a pretty decent life lead, have a lot of meter. Oh, sees the assault and just mashes anyway. Remember, what mashes are winners.
If there's any wrong lesson to learn from this morning, it's that. Press your buttons.
Ooh. Tries to press after a whipping throw really late, but gets counter hit by Uzuki 2A. Goes low after the tail swipe. Overhead. Overhead coffin. He's going to go for another coffin. No, EX gets the poison status. Knockdown. Hold that. You're already poisoned, but it's cool. I just want to get that item out of the way.
Maybe for the sake of rotating the bomb?
Yes. Exactly. So let's see if Snydz has confirmed. Infinite Worth? No! They can Infinite Worth to end the round. Oh, no! Oh, combo used up too many bounces, so it's over. You have to be a little bit careful.
Oh.
Snydz is just walking back, trying to whiff punish something, it looks like.
Ooh, they nervous. They nervous, Fox.
Ooh, counter hit slash! Doesn't get the last one to hit. They're just walking at each other slowly, but Snydz sends it. I'm in.
Last life on the line, and we get the hit. There's the combo, and it ends out. And the pop-off, too. First pop-off of the morning.
Did that break the I thought that...
Yo, he definitely hit a wire.
I thought that broke...
Please. Yo, the chair is down. He's on his knees.
Please don't break production stuff. I know you're happy about top 32, but unless you win the tournament, you're not paying for what broke.
His spookies hit his sit. He didn't lose the round.
not even. You know how much some of this equipment costs?
Yes, sir.
I've seen some of these numbers and I'm like, oh.
His spooky lives another tournament.
He probably has insurance on most of this stuff because he's been around for so long. He's just like, yeah, I know people just like to pop off. I don't want to lose anything here because this costs too much money. But that's because of people like Ustream viewer watching tournaments like this, making sure he gets views, making sure you sub to Spooky. I don't know why I'm shilling so hard for him.
He's a good guy. He's a good man so far.
He's my guy. He's my guy. I've known him for a long time. But obviously, as you see, BlackVegeta here managing to squeak out that last round in Game 3, which was very harrowing, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, no, that was nerve-wracking for me, and I'm watching it.
I had no idea what was gonna happen there. I'm just like, all right, you guys got it, sure, fine. It was looking really one-sided, and all of a sudden, it feels like when you're on death's door, it's like you just understand. Oh, I know how to do everything now. I know how to win now, right?
Like, again, it's the mental stack. Like, how well do you survive when all the cards are stacked against you?
It's rough because depending on the fighting game, you might not have enough time, or maybe you've been wrong too many times to take another guess to say, all right, I'll take another chance, but that chance could be your last chance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're playing through not even just the top 32 qualifiers. It's the loser side. Like, your tournament life is on the line. If you're going to risk it, you risk it all.
Yes, like right here, this is a loser side top 32 qualifier, Korikai versus Suzuka Wave. I've heard of Suzuka Wave, but I don't remember what character they play. It's like in very sparing quantities. But once again, thank you everyone for joining us at East Coast Throwdown 2024. This event is great. Even if you're not in the tri-state area, if you're in the greater United States, you can just, I don't want to say just fly over to Connecticut because it depends on how much money that costs, because flying costs a lot of money nowadays.
Yeah. At the very least, though, tournament's in a fantastic location. I know ECT has had a long history of moving around, but I really do think the team has something special here in Hartford, Connecticut. Like, we're really close to an airport, very easy to get from public transportation, very drivable. Like, me and my carpool, we came up from Long Island, New York last night. Like, we came through.
It's not a bad drive as long as you stay off of, I forget, it's not 95. It's a certain part before 95. Depending on the time of day, but that's any traffic getting out of New York.
Yeah, the escape from New York is always the toughest.
It's either you leave really early or you leave really late to avoid all that nonsense. Ooh, first Gordeau of the day, so it's going to be Kuon versus Gordeau. So Gordeau does have a couple tools that you saw right there that got whiff punished. It's all spacing. Slide.
The decision making for this matchup is going to be where we see both the damage, just because both of these characters can get so much off of a random insert.
Assimilation Ender. Fix the meaty there. Tries to see if Korikai matches. Get hit by the overhead. Let's see if Suzuki Wave spends 200 meter or 100 meter. 100 meter. Let's go.
Oh no!
Oh god. They did the wrong EX move, I think, because I think EX Reaper probably would have killed. Well, I'm saying probably because I'm not sure either. But on average, I've seen that move in that situation do enough to end the round. Suzuki Wave getting another clean hit. Assimilation Ender. Switch to corner.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, backdash away. Try to see if Kuon whiffs anything. Ooh. All the way. Might spend 100. There we go.
We're going to whiff it. Doesn't matter.
It was a intentional reset, like that one. 2 intentional resets in one sequence. That's wild. Suzuki Wave's trying to speed run this and qualify. They're out here.
Like, don't give your opponent the opportunity to adapt. Don't let them find their second win. Just snuff them out.
Yes, sometimes that's easier said than done because you have the idea of what to do. Then all of a sudden they get the second win out of nowhere, and you're like, wait a minute, I was winning. I'm up a game and a round. Oh my god. Maybe not. After that small interaction that Suzuki Wave just came on top of.
I'm loving the micro spacing here with the movement. It's really clean looking, but Korikai finally getting an opportunity to do something. Unfortunately, the something is snuffed out very quickly.
Woo! Immediately spends 200 meter to end that combo really quickly, get the round, and on set point all of a sudden. Did Grim Reaper with no meter. That's very brave. That's feeling yourself. Full corner push. Assimilation Ender. Close to winning the cycle. As long as Suzuki Wave doesn't get grid broken, it's okay. Oh my god. No!
What was that? What was that box?
No! Gets grid broken, try to shield low on the overhead, and that's G. That was a quick GG's. My goodness. Suzuki Wave has places to be. My god. So Suzuki Wave qualifies for top 32 loser side in a stunning fashion. Like I was not ready for how fast that was.
In and out. Punch card set.
So sometimes you get to a point in the bracket where some people might have like squeaked by a couple of matches and like they had a lot of nail biters, but then sometimes you're just steamrolling as well. You're like, oh, I can make top 32 winner side, and you lose to like maybe a top 8 player normally. You're like, all right, well, I'm down here now. What do I do? And you just keep on going until you fight someone like that again or make top 8.
Some players just play mad too.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a lot of players are cool with being in the loser side bracket.
Because it could be like one of those wake-up calls where all of a sudden you're playing somebody, you make one wrong decision, all of a sudden it all goes downhill, and you're losers, and now you just sitting there. Why am I here? I shouldn't be here. I did everything right, but I still lost. You know, the fighting game mantra.
Of course.
But sometimes that does happen. You kind of have to like pick yourself up, have the right mentality of what to do, making sure that even though you're not in a good space mentally, you need to recover, figure out what the next move is, or just use that anger to maybe shore up some of your offense. Maybe your offense is sloppy. Maybe you're mashing too much on defense. Maybe I'll mash a little less. Maybe I'll win a little bit more. But it's fighting games. People like to press buttons.
It's true. It don't matter where you're from. It don't matter what game you're playing. Sometimes someone just wants to press a button.
Depending on the game, they'll press the button a lot of times. So once again, this is Losers Top 32. We have Jiggywiggy back up versus 13,000 Bees once again.
So many bees on stream today.
I'm very compelled to say 13,000 Bees each time, because once you grasp the number in your head, it should just stay there, and you're like 13,000 Bees, 13,000 Bees, 13,000 Bees, 13,000 Bees.
Very fun tag. I feel like that's another thing that fighting game, just as a culture, just has on lock. You'll always have like in
the
one
funny
bracket,
names.
Yeah,
you have the names that have a lot of creative thought behind them, and you sit there. I wouldn't have thought of that. That's very good. I appreciate it. There could be no connotation. You don't see any sort of, the only B type motif you see on their stick is maybe the yellow and black buttons. That's about it.
Maybe intentional,
but that would be like more akin to hornets and not bees, right? Maybe.
I guess.
I'm not an expert on insects. That's not my job.
We just see us talk about video games.
Sometimes you start talking about stuff like rent, car money, getting a new car.
That's real as hell.
I'm gonna stop talking. I'm stop talking about that.
I was gonna say, Merkava and Carmine, they don't gotta worry about rent.
No, they just fly around wherever they want to. Ooh, counter hit 2C. Jiggywiggy, they're trying to make sure they qualify, making sure they probably saw 13,000 Bees play earlier, and they're like, this is my chance to get out and knock them out of the turn.
And an impressive win it would be as well. Like, the Beasts had impressive performance each time they're on stream.
They get the turn overhead. Gonna corner carry off that a little bit. Meaty pinwheel, didn't block it. That is a pin. Gets the counter hit confirm. Has 200 meter. Let's see if they spend all of it or just only 100.
Just jump out of the corner, but you're gonna get dirt rope for your efforts.
Trying to shield at that last BBB input. Oh, nope. Confirm at the counter hit, but the puddle pickup is clean. Spends 100. Double bomb.
Oh, all right. It wasn't quite your turn to play the video game yet.
Counter hit trade works out for Jiggywiggy. They get a knockdown, back tech. Ooh, dash speed. They also get to confirm that the worm is there for a little bit of backup.
Moral support.
Oh, and 13,000 Bees has immaculate timing on pressing 2C. Mid-screen setup is a little scuffed. He doesn't get as much pressure.
Still works?
Yes. If you can come through with the timing, throw. Ooh, that's what I was talking about. If you're not completely sure about that interaction after the EX arms, if you're too far, normally throw punish works now, but it could also just, if you're too far, you just whip, even though that's the right thing to do. So it's a lot of, it's a knowledge check in that sense. Turns to the corner, Jiggywiggy, they're making the best of their situation right now. They win the Vorpal cycle, they get a counter hit. They drop their combo, no, please, don't let Carmine free. Oh,
yup. Second time now we've seen that dash back into an option. Merkava has so much room to play with that you can afford to do so. Double attack. Bees isn't out of it just yet.
Oh, counter hit. Has Celestial gonna do 20% more damage. Decides to veil off, the cross veil off. I guess they want to dump a whole lot of meter, but they didn't need to do that. Punish? Yeah.
No.
It's funny because Jiggywiggy did that roll to preempt something else, and it just so happened to interact with the 200 meter super. So they got the recovery time. They punished 13,000 Bs. They're looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's strong play on both ends, but Jiggywiggy doing really good with keeping this space. And I think just having a firm understanding of like where to swing, not even just the when of it, but like having really good spacing on starting those straight hits, bringing to the corner, and like making something of it.
5 BB doesn't get the full confirm, but gets a run under. And now 1,300 Bs is they're mad. They're like, you know what?
They swarming.
I'm not. I didn't want to lose that last game, so now I gotta bring the heat. Bomb, not ready to block it, trying to swing, but Merkava 2C goes pretty far. He can catch you off guard. It does hit low as well. They're gonna spend 200 meter. No, they did the wrong routing.
Oh, that's tragic.
They're not dead yet though, so they get one more chance. Chain shift, combo, get the right combo. Yes. And now they are one more round away from advancing the top 32 losing side.
That truly could have ended in disaster. Like so easily.
So 13,000 Bs gets a clean hit round start. Gonna push the corner, maybe spend 100 meter. No, they did the wrong routing. Doesn't matter, it was a reset. It was another reset, but this time for Jiggywiggy.
It's a little messy, I'm not gonna front, but...
Oh, command throw is too far. Doesn't get punished though. The littlest grab. Oh, doesn't grab Carmine out the air. Doesn't get the full combo. Throw? No, you don't need to shield that anymore. You can just take the normal throw punish now. Oh, almost got to take confirm off that.
Still found the hit. Still alive.
So now 13,000 Bs fighting for their tournament life once again. Gets another counter hit 2C. I feel like that's a buff. Now that Carmine can combo from his 2C properly from mid-screen. Oh, throw? No, you don't need to shield. Just straight up throw. Just block it normally and just throw now. But
he got there late.
Magnet arms. Oh no, another counter hit 2C. Gotta push the corner.
Pressure's on for 13,000 Bs. We get ourselves our corner carry. Roman the Slammer, bombs down.
3D pinwheel. Let go of one of the bombs too early, but it's okay. You got a grid break. Can make the most of this. Maybe get 100 meter. Doesn't even need the meter.
Fox, we're going to game 3.
It keeps happening.
Listen, players are stepping up to the plate, pressure's building, and they answer the call. We're getting some good games today.
They're trying to make top 32 so they can play on stream frequently. Oh, I'm pressing 5U, man. You can't stop me. I'm out here. Pressure C, push the corner. You don't have any meter to...
Bomb for a little messy reset.
That was the most delayed bomb release I've ever seen. Doesn't get the full confirm. Jiggywiggy, they decide to attack and mash buttons after. You gotta be worried. They're Merkava players. Locked reversal. It's my turn still.
Oh, they're going all the way with this one. All right.
They might spend 100 meter, but that setup is a little awkward because you get the tech forward back to mid-screen. Oh, Lord.
Redbrook for their efforts.
Carmine has Vorpal Cycle. No! You gotta watch out for the puddle down there. Sometimes, if he's full screen, Carmine will just let that rip. Overhead anti-air, I love those.
Slam.
Ooh. Bomb set, run under, concentrate. Woo! That was a little tricky there, but doesn't get the confirm, but gets this confirm.
Big damage out of it, gets poked by the pinwheel.
Looking like the end of the round. Let's see if 13,000 B make it. No, they got the wrong combo. They chain shift though, they're still safe. 2-2, doesn't go through. Oh, there's a long arm in the law. No chain shift? No chain shift and gets hit with the re-grab. And 13,000 Bs moves on to top 32 loser side.
It was an excellent effort from Jiggywiggy, but it just wasn't in the cards for them. I think 13,000 Bs saw they had their opportunity to move along this bracket and just kept swinging.
Yes. So, sometimes that is also a valid strategy because as long as you're willing to constantly put some sort of pressure on your opponent, they don't get to have a calm sense of I can down back for like 2 or 3 seconds. You're always running at somebody, so they have to pick an option or worry about getting thrown. They have to worry about getting hit with something tricky. So, like you said earlier, that mental stack starts to build up, and all of a sudden, more options that wouldn't work before are now working more often.
And we saw several instances throughout that set where the situations were a bit sloppy, but both players were able to respond accordingly, either finding random corner carries, big combo here, some big damage there, even just like breaking away from space. Something that Jiggywiggy was especially really good with was just finding opportunities to dash back and then punish accordingly. Which even in the mid to like far space against Carmine, kind of tough.
Yeah, because Carmine does have a couple moves that hit at the spacing you're trying to create, so you need to be very careful because if he gets a clean hit on anything, it's just a full confirm. So this looks like it will be the last match before we have a small break, and it's going to be your local dunce versus AyoItsDave. So Dave back up another Merkava for all you Merkava enjoys out there. And I'm not sure what character your local dunce plays, but we'll see as it comes up. Not sure if they're going to do a button check, but we'll see if it's one of those situations of this character is my button check character, not my actual playing character.
Everyone brought their button check Kaguya, right?
I don't get it. Stop that.
It came free with your tournament entry.
Actually play the character. Don't just do this.
She does have cool tools.
Yes.
Her bomb Oki, like
yes.
the bouncy stuff is so cool.
It's cool. It's just people don't want to play her. Or people are scared to play her because, you know, the character has been established by one of the stronger Kaguya players in North America, Linne. He puts out a lot of content. He streams not very frequently, but he streams enough for you to like tune in once a week and be like, oh, he's streaming for like 5 hours. Let me see what he thinks about Kaguya. And he'll tell you like, oh, this character's not good, but he'll be like, hey, you see this combo? This combo's real cool, right? And you'll be like, well, which one is it? Is she not good or what? You know how people downplay characters in fighting games?
Yeah.
It's just like that. Oh wait, did they actually play Kaguya? Oh, they do!
We actually get a Kaguya?
Let's go! The second one of the stream.
All right.
So AyoItsDave's gonna try to get around some of the Kaguya special moves that go full screen. But right now they're in, get a knockdown.
It's a very all or nothing kind of matchup because so long as AyoItsDave keeps that pressure on, very little that Kaguya has to say about finding like a confident reversal and breaking away that space to a point where Merkava has to respect it.
Sets on EX Worms? Yes. Because she doesn't have a true reversal unless she has a 100 meter. So as long as she doesn't have a 100 meter, you have to worry about like a EX reversal. But right now, your local dunce, they're, oh god.
They're trying to find a hit, but you're not finding it against a crouching Merkava.
Especially because that laser you saw that goes full screen, a lot of the cast can actually duck it. So they won't interact with the first part. You have to do 2 parts in order to make the block. See? They did it again! I love this! It's like they're listening to me say things in real time. It's crazy.
It's a very by-the-book matchup, and we're seeing it executed in real time. Because in the event that Dunce manages to find that hit, get like a confident knockdown, it's going to be difficult for Dave to find breathing room because the lockdown from Kaguya can get strong. But I don't know if we're getting that opportunity in this game 1.
There's the EX reversal I talked about, but it got baited. AyoItsDave down back, he gets the proper confirm. They should spend 200 meter, and that's game 1.
Move your arms. Merkava time.
So that interaction where your local dunce got grid broken is because that move that Merkava does, he can actually wait until he sees you try to shield something, chain shift it if he has it available, and if you turn green on the shield, he can run up and throw you and grid break you. So you actually have to time the shield correctly and make sure he doesn't have that resource.
It's tough business. Like, Merkava gets to have a lot of fun in this matchup.
Speaking of, another clean hit for Dave. Doesn't get to spend any meter, but still in a commanding lead so far. Catches local dunce walking back. Doesn't have enough to end the round, but just probably spend 100 here. No, doesn't want to spend 100. Just gonna hold on to all his meter, but gets hit by Assault Jump C. Anti-air? There we go.
That's not able to get a meaningful hit off of that. Just a tiny bit of damage, but it costs the round.
So Dave poised to move on to top 32. As long as nothing goes awry, but that's been happening a lot so far. Back to full screen. Oh, there's the 4B. Sit down. Sit down.
And Aaron jump in. You don't really get the buttons to do that as Kaguya.
Oh. 5A nothing, but it's okay because I got a reset. That's what we like to call it. Spent meter. EX Worms. Time to block. Dunce stand blocking, not sure. Oh, but crouches at the last second and gets hit by the falling jump normal.
It's overwhelming pressure as Dave is just relentless in the corner. Gets the fail off.
Is
Big
that
damage.
enough? No. No one clipped this to you know who. Anyway.
Don't worry about what it didn't do.
Yeah,
Let's talk about what it did do. Lots of damage.
It did a lot of damage, and it made sure that Dave moved on the top 32. Good stuff. You'll see Dave later. I believe you'll see Dave later because as far as I know, that was the last match of this block.
Yes, sir. We are going to have the other half of pools, but for the time being, it's going to be it for us.
Yes.
It's been a fantastic pool, though.
Yeah, because a lot of people nowadays, they sometimes ask, like, hey, where do I watch Uni? Who's streaming Uni? Is Uni fun? Is this game good? Is this character good? You hear a lot of that. And if everyone could do, you know, like, do a little favor, just say, hey, if you're not sure, either go to the Discord. You can look on YouTube, just type in, you know, Under Night 2. You'll find the character that you want. You can find all these matches. A lot of streamers stream the game. There's a lot of tournament matches out there nowadays. Usually, there's at least 2 net play brackets a week. So a lot of people have chances to get a lot of information about what they want out of the game now, especially because more of the community is really active. They're willing to just more or less teach you, and it could, your results may vary because teaching is hard in general, right?
Right.
And fighting games are hard, but if you stick with it, you'll have a fun time.
There's a wealth of knowledge available for Uni too, and you're even one of those wealths of knowledge.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Content creator moment.
Don't call me that.
Just a commentator?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Well, you get to hear more of Fox, as well as myself, Hangman, later on in the day. But that is it for us now, so make sure to stay tuned in here with Spooky for the rest of Day 2 of East Coast Throwdown. We're going to a quick break, but we'll be back.
All right, welcome back to East Coast Throwdown 2024. This is Lennox and Deadward coming in with some Uni 2 action. We're going to continue the pool streak after my man here made it out of pools in Winterside. He's gonna be riding that high all the way through this last block. Yeah, this should be a pretty good set we got, dude. We were just going over some of the players here. Obviously, we got the boy J2. We got the boy J2 in this block, so I'm really hoping we see my homies Little Linne coming through. But there's also there's the player I've been really keeping an eye out for is Yuzuriha.
Ooh, yeah.
Pretty good Hilda player. I got to get some casuals against them last night. I almost got a game. I was close. I almost got a game, dog. I was real close, but that dude's good. That dude's pretty good. There are some very solid players in this block. I am so excited to get into these games.
Yeah, we're going to be really showcasing some of the talent that the East Coast has for Undernight. Pretty local here. We do have a few players traveling in from places like the Midwest, but it's going to be a lot of Tri-State, a lot of New England, a lot of Boston. Going to be very, very exciting here to see those players showcased. And also, we are in pools, which means things are a little earlier on in the bracket. We got a chance for those upsets.
Yes.
Upsets like a commentator making it on winner's side, top 32. And we'll see if J2's able to run that back. But of course,
He's seated for it.
Very exciting. Very exciting. You know, the upset potential is here. There's a lot of players who are better than expected, unseeded.
Indeed.
Slip past, they may not be known, but they are very good. So we'll see those matches coming up next to see who is making that winner's side top 32.
Sometimes you're just one name change away from like missing that seed and upsetting the whole bracket. It'd be like that. So we actually have a couple players in this block that are still alive in other brackets. When I left the Blaze Blue area, Ryder was sitting in winners finals, I believe, and I believe he is in this block. So we might need a little we might need a little finagling here to make sure we get all the players going. But there's plenty of options. I think there's 4 pools blocks to pull from for stream. So like there will be no shortage of games. I'm very excited to say.
Some excellent. You're talking about Ryder from Boston. You know, Wagner, super good in CF, also very good in Undernight. And then you got CT. HOG, they're bringing a lot of players here for Undernight. Players like Dylweed, we got Hadouken Supreme in this block, as well as players like Hubby-kun. They have been in the crucible there at CT, you know, really just spitting out these players who are like, wait a minute, when were you this good?
Yeah. Dude, and like, I don't know, Frenchman in general has kind of been going that way. Dylweed specifically had a very solid run in Melty Blood yesterday. I think got 9th. Like pretty solid run. Took out Maigo, if I remember correctly. Which shout out to Maigo getting upset. Two Melty brackets in a row. I feel bad. Like ECT 2 years in a row, but that's how it be. It looks like our first game, however, is going to be Naomi H versus Slater. I am not familiar with either one of these players. I'm going to keep it a buck with you, but I think. Oh, I've seen Slater before. I've seen Slater play before, but I'm drawing a blank on the
We recognize the face, but not the character, not the play style.
It's the curse, man. I'll recognize faces, but I'm so bad with names and characters. It's so bad.
But this is going to be very exciting. You know, two players don't know the character, don't know the play style, so ready to be very surprised as to what's coming out here earlier in the block. And also, this is going to be nice to keep those players in your mind as this goes on. We could see them fighting to make it out on winner's side, on loser's side, to punch that ticket for top 32 here.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of players to remember. Like we said, we got a lot of really good players here, and I have a funny feeling we're going to see a lot of characters represented too.
Yeah, and also if you like Waldstein, this is the pool to stick to. This is what you want to be watching. Because not only we have Antmoose from New York, Waldstein, as well we have Hatogen Supreme coming in from that CT HOG kind of group that they have going there, also well known for the Waldstein. Also made top 8 of ECT last year when it was just a side event.
That's right. It was just a side event last year. That was mad fun. I played at that one, actually. Yeah, that was a blast. Was that the one Twang ran and then won?
Yeah, Twang organized it and then won it. But also just you see the come up of the Undernight community. Used to be a side game. Had to get a player to organize the bracket. Yeah. Now we're here. Main stage. Team Spooky channel. If you haven't been in the venue, we have the biggest stream right now.
Yeah, this place is tight. I'm loving this new venue too. Like plenty of room for everything. There's mad casual setups, like plenty of room for the community games. We just had that Blaze Blue bracket rocking, which I believe maxed out on entrance. We can see characters now. Here we go. All right. So looks like it's gonna be Linne versus Gordeau. Oh no, we're still waiting on the selection here. It's not gonna be Linne. Yuzu. All right. So we saw Carp in that last block. Obviously, the kind of East Coast Yuzu. So we'll see what this boy Slater's got going on.
Yeah, and super excited to see it. Well, you know, Yuzu is known for being a kind of high execution character, can have a little bit of combo and game plan volatility. And we already got Naomi going in with the assault, but caught there by Slater.
This is kind of how this matchup goes, though, right? Like, Gordeau has his own strengths for sure, but man, he can struggle against some of these characters that can actually contest those big buttons he has. Oh, no, that is not how you want to start it. Big grid break. That is going to guarantee the next cycle for Slater. That might guarantee the round, low-key.
Oh, no, but a grid break bat. We're both broken. Just cracks on the bottom of the screen right now like a broken TV. Naomi H with the rally here. Slater still with the life lead.
Oh, okay, just whiffs 4D right there. That was a little scary. Again, here we go. All right, no conversion, and it's going to be Grim Reaper to come through.
This little stop sign, spend the EX for that additional damage. Vorpal 1 by Naomi, can't cash it out for the win, though. And the back throw from Slater, the stand tack. This is huge.
No, not if you drop it, though. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Grid break throw to seal it out. I thought we were going to have to see, like, the CVO route to make that happen, but no. Oh, that's one way to do it, force function. Jesus.
And what we're seeing with the matchup here is Gordeau likes to rely on those big buttons to control the neutral, but Slater's buttons are just a little bit bigger, a little bit better, so we're seeing Naomi H have to be on the approach so frequently in this matchup.
Dude, another drop. All right, so this is the hard part about playing this character. She, like you said, a little harder execution. You got to have these combos dialed in. All right, Slater going to hold on to the cycle here. Gets stolen, doesn't spend the CS in time. Yeah, that's okay, though, because you got the hit. You got maxed out meter.
Thank God for those 2 FF nerfs. That recovery used to be so low, but that Bato should be enough for Slater, sniping with that Finer, and that should take it. Game 1 for Slater.
Pretty convincing game 1. I mean, Slater was able to just run the game plan, right? Like,
yeah.
It's when you're rocking Yuzu, you kind of have that luxury of going, all right, we're gonna layer 1 until you prove to me you know how to deal with it. And if you don't, well, sick. I'll keep moving.
Oh, excellent answer there from Naomi. That can be a bit of an annoying frame trap to have to deal with. The second one down, Rusty Nail in. Naomi really well positioned here.
Wow, another big tech right there. That could be some good data for Naomi later. We will see. Okay, no tech that time. No!
Naomi, really good read on the defensive habit there, was able to run up quite a bit on Slater before getting the grab, but now... Check the grid right now. Naomi trying to take that advantage back, but such a big hit. Slater is really advantaged here. Blow it up, punish.
Yeah, this is, I don't want to say this is over, but no, dude, you gotta keep these combos rocking, Slater. I swear, Naomi might just rob you from that one.
Yeah, very, oh no!
Not enough.
A sliver of life here, no chip kills in Under Night, has to find a hit.
More. Okay, there it is. So even with the Super Flash Force Function was enough to close that round out. Naomi finally puts one up on the board.
Yeah, bit of a last minute over the finish line there, which was gonna come out faster. So scary.
So what I'm seeing from Slater so far is like a really clear understanding of how to deal with Gordeau pressure. Like we've seen the counter come out a couple times, and we've seen the check on the yellow throw. Like very clearly understands like, oh, that's the option right here. I can just counter that.
What a stare down, just shielding in each other's faces, both expecting the other to be on the offensive at these close range situations. But again, we're seeing Slater struggling with the execution here. Getting sniped by the Rusty Nail, had the CS, so able to extend.
Okay, yeah, a little minus right there. You got to give it up. Ooh, a little bit of an execution error. All
Check
right.
the cycle here, Slater. Oh no, the back tech lost it there for Naomi. Not going to win the cycle here. Slater can pressure here or cash out for meter.
No, no, that's huge. All right, this should, no, not if you drop it though. Trying to bleed out the rest of this Vorpal timing. Run up shield. Oh, what were you looking for? All right, here we go. Combo in the corner off the throw. Doesn't drop it this time. Good tech.
And Naomi being close to closing it out here, the trade, and she takes the pressure, but with that mash, Slater's gonna take the round.
Dude, that's kind of unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. Man, Naomi had the reads right there. Slater just was able to rob that right back. Green shields in neutral, we're able to keep that pressure.
Ooh.
Big counter hit, allows you to close the distance. We're going to the corner.
And what Slater was doing there that was so important is if you bait green shield, they lose grid. So Slater able to win that grid cycle in the mid screen by baiting those green shields from Naomi. Going to be able to really pressure with this Vorpal bonus damage. The bail off! Oh my gosh!
Bail off whips and we run up 2C. All right, it'd be like that. Or 3C rather. I always mix those two up.
All right, keep it clean here. And we do finish it off. Slater taking a 2-0 versus Naomi H.
Yeah, pretty solid representation of Yuzuriha right there. Lot of kind of like game one drops. You know what I'm saying? Like first time on stream for the morning, first game of pools. We gotta work out the kinks, so to speak. But the really big takeaway for me was Slater's very clear understanding of this is how I deal with Gordeau. There was none of those knowledge checks work. Because you know Gordeau players how they do. They try to sneak in, get that command grab cancel going, make sure you're not ready. None of that happened this time. Slater was ready for that at every turn. So very impressed with the knowledge at least. Just got to clean up that execution a little bit, I think. And we will probably be seeing them a little bit later in pools. Like Yuzuriha is a pretty strong character. If you're a good pilot, you got a good chance.
Staying on winner's side, very important. So many killers here. You want that buffer to make sure you can get sent to losers. I also like the way that both players kind of adapted their shield habits as it went on.
Absolutely.
We saw so many grid breaks in the first game. We saw so many grid breaks.
10 seconds.
They were both grid broken at the same time. So I really liked both of them kind of like dialing that back. Like, okay, there are other ways to try and contest the cycle here because it seems like, you know, both of us are very willing to go for throws, things like that will break your grid, and don't want that. Want to make sure I can keep the cycle. I'm not taking bonus damage. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah, the damage is high enough in this game. You're not trying to take bonus damage, bro. No, thank you.
No.
No, thank you. So we got our next two players coming up. It looks like it's going to be Cosmic versus Andros.
Oh, and Andros, I got to shout out the outfit here. My goodness.
Dog came correct today. All right, let's go. So this is hype. Well, I'm curious to see what these cats pick for characters.
We're working on the weekend. We're gonna see our boy Andros day trading during this set.
Maybe we'll see what the character pick is. You know what I'm saying? Like might be traded something else.
Yeah, we're gonna win round one. You know, dump Tesla.
Oh.
Get a few puts on micro. I don't. He's gonna go crazy here. CC someone in an email.
That's crazy.
Per my last email is gonna. I expect a surgical phone on here from Andros.
This is like reminiscent of like the old ST matchups too, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like both these characters were like pretty popular in that era. And Phonon, I don't know, if your name's not silent, Phonon has some kind of issues anti-airing this character, you know what I'm saying? Like force function is pretty just okay in my humble opinion.
Yeah, force function a little slow. We got an early match there from Andros calling out the pressure.
All right, and the fly from downtown. Ooh, red beat too. That's fine. Andros gonna have to hold a little bit of this pressure. No, not hold anything right now.
Ooh, Andros escaping from the corner there was pretty key, but the up Surrey just grabbing her out of the air.
So we got Worms on deck. A B-ender into the Oki. You just got absolutely smoked right there. Oh my goodness, yo. Put the computer away, bro. It's time to lock in.
Was that a restand? That was a crazy setup there from Cosmic.
That was like a Napa restand, bro. That's crazy.
Okay, mashing out at the warrant. You got to have, you know, cojones of steel to make it in the business world, and also to mash like that against a player like Cosmic. Here we go. Spend the EX. The extension is available for Andros.
Yeah, this is the extension after the dash C right there. Phonon has like kind of some of these harder, like more specific combos that if you don't have locked in, easy to drop. But this is the whole Cosmic show right now. We have the meter. No, I thought that was gonna kill. Oh, you need one more hit now.
Ooh, this is looking pretty dicey. Clean it up there for Cosmic, and it can be that in Undernight, the story of the game is told on the bottom of the screen. Cosmic winning pretty much every single cycle there, just keeping on the offense, keeping those system mechanics in their corner.
No, just gets hit beaty that time. So we're seeing a lot of like non-converts here from both players. Hopefully now that we're in the corner, Cosmic will be able to dial us in a little bit more. We got the worm. No worm. Oh, he just going for the safe jump. That's going to be enough to kill. No, dude, I am wrong at every turn. Wake up 5A from Andros. We're out, and it's a trade.
Playing hot potato with these combos right now. Everyone wants to drop first, and this is looking really dicey.
I gotta tighten up myself. I'm starting to tilt a little bit just seeing this. Overhead connects Andros. Probably gonna get stuck in the corner as a direct result of that. Gets hit meaty again, bro.
Yeah, good read there by Cosmic. You know, has been seeing Andros wake up buttons pretty frequently here, and I gotta talk about it again. The cycle wins by Cosmic have been unbelievable, making sure that that grid is always at his advantage here.
And when neither players want to block, like that's kind of crucial, right? If you hold on to that cycle, that gives you a distinct advantage. Case in point right here, able to. Was that it?
Yeah, that was the game. Cosmic running through it there, both of them with a little smile on their face. I don't know if either of them wanted it to play out in that way, but you got to talk about the system mechanic mastery from Cosmic. So in control of the grid, always making sure that he was on offense, and eventually picking up on the defensive habits really well. Like, I felt like there were so many scrambles that Andros was like eventually like, I'm going to mash a lot on wake up, I'm going to throw a lot on wake up, because, you know, he's not ending in Oki. We're dropping into like weird situations, and eventually we just saw so meaty from Cosmic, just going with like meaty 2B, meaty 2C, getting huge frame advantage and big starters if Andros was mashing.
Yeah, and Merkava's one of those characters too. You get stuck in the vortex, dog. Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to spend some resources to get out of there. I'm not blocking that one out for sure. And we just saw an unwillingness to do that, unfortunately. And that's just how it be. You know what I mean? Phonon has the tools to deal with Merkava.
Yeah,
got to be very, very surgical with that though. And that could be a little harder, especially maybe if you're not used to that specific Merkava player's habits yet, and you're hard to get used to in the first two. It'd be like that.
And with the chain shift as well, you know, if Andros never had chain shift, you never get that wake up for free. You can never kind of contest like, oh, you got the red mist on me while I'm waking up. I can spend my 100 meter, do that invincible option. But we got coming up next, Brian versus Schmitty P.
Is that Brain or Brian?
Brain.
Oh, man, I got no idea. Hell yeah. All right. This cat, I feel like I just saw Schmitty play something else. Maybe I'm tripping out. I feel like they're on the place, bro. Who knows? Yeah, I'm mixing up all these faces.
We got the future Undernight deadly duo, Pinku and the Brain.
Deadward. Oh, man. Why did they let you out of the house, bro?
They gotta keep me on a leash.
Oh man, that was fire though. I can't even be a hater from that.
But here we go once again, early on in the pools here, Upset City potentially, and we got the Uzuki lock here from Schmitty P.
All right, so kind of two lesser seen characters. Orie, the consensus was she definitely got buffed from CLR, but like also kind of got power crept. Mr. B, like one of the only ones that still like really grinded this character. Is this? No, this is not a button check. We're getting right into it. Okay, and of course Uzuki, the new character, still needs some time in the oven, so to speak. She's got some sauce, but she's taking some work. Whereas Orie, pretty straightforward.
Oh, and a big starter, but no pickup there. But with the shimmy, walking in and out, trying to bait out something, and that powerful overhead from Orie. Even in person, you can still get juked out by that.
Most definitely, especially if you have the read that, hey, maybe my opponent's not ready to deal with this sauce. Yeah, we're gonna let it rock. A-B ender for that consistent Oki. Whiffs the 6B. Throw punish to get back to the corner. All right, I like that decision from Smitty P.
This is Schmitty P's chance. Look at the cycle coming to the end here. That hit was just what Schmitty P needed to secure it. Building that meter now, plenty for the ender. Now going to start getting that grid poison.
Okay, so you saw the disengage at the right time there. Once you see the ride the skeleton in, that's more or less minus most of the time. Brain starting to key into the gap right there.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the thrust. That's dead. No, not if you drop it, dude.
Yeah, that Thanatos is +8, so you really cannot be contesting it. Orie can really assert herself in that situation. Yep. And we got Brain thinking a little bit.
You see that locked in look? My man was ready. Yeah, this is one of those characters that will just run you over if you let her. Like, if you just kind of like run into Orie stuff, yeah, absolutely. I'll do some big damage to you. Ooh, like the blocks the overhead, but trying to challenge it looked like. Got counter hit with a 2A.
Yeah, big jump in, meter and cycle advantage here, but Brain saying, I am bold. I'm going for the DP. Plus frames on that, and again, really hard for Schmitty P to deal with it.
There it is. All right, 5B finds the mark. Oh, we're going to get the full combo from that. Hell yeah, bro. All right. One more hit. Yeah, I like the CS right there, too. That was really smart. Let you get that instant Oki there. No,
and you can see the game plan coming together here. That Oki, Hyde, the overhead in that kind of projectile. You know, you can't even see it coming. That's just a guess.
General Rob shenanigans right there. Oh, no. Thanatos hits raw? Oh, son, you are in the blender now. All right, we're going to spend the meter. Yup. C version.
F cheeky there. I think Uzuki's a little too short for that, but Brain finding the mark. CVO keeping it consistent here. 3-button, and in a high damage game like Undernight, you want to keep it consistent. You want to go over an ender like that, and Brain looking so confident. Taking the bow as well, popping off with that.
Talk that, yeah. All right. That was probably the most convincing game we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very solid game plan from the Orie. And like you said, consistent. That's the big part, especially with that character, right? Like, I feel like her, and I don't even want to say weaknesses, right? Because like we said, she's got buffed. She is much better from CLR. But the ability to just be consistent with her and consistently get that 2-2A, 2-2B, or 2-2C Oki at the end, like we saw, whoo! That makes such a big difference, especially against these characters without those meterless reversals. So
yeah, I mean, we saw a few drops from Brain at the start there, but you can kind of see how the game plan came together once you got those enders. You know, really forcing the overhead, forcing that mix with the Thanatos, and doing a lot of the plus ender on the Thanatos string. You know, making these hard situations that your opponent may not be ready for. You know, it's stressful on the stage. You're getting hit with overheads, you're getting hit with setups. This is ridiculous. Lennox, who's on stage right now?
Looks like we got J-Froze versus Riazzo. Okay, so Riazzo plays a lot of different games at a pretty high level. I want to say they're a Strive player, if I remember correctly, but I am familiar with them through the lens of Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Has a 6, has an Anilla, I believe, that I clowned on them relentlessly for playing Anilla, and then they promptly made me eat my words. So shout out to Riazzo. You know what? That's if you got the goods, let them know. I have not seen them play Undernight though. So I believe you were the one who said they have a kind of gnarly Uzuki. So I'm very excited to see how they stack up against J-Froze's Enkidu here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, a character that people haven't put the work in yet. You know, people are already on really strong characters, so it's hard for them to justify the switch to this character. But Riazzo also traveling in from the Midwest saying, you know, Uzuki's the character for me, really liking her kind of like Faust function and things like that.
Yeah.
And on the other side, we got J-Froze on a very simple character, the Enkidu. He's got big hits and big parries, and that's just about it, and that's all he needs.
And he got nerfed, too, very recently. So we might not see as many shenanigans as per usual, but, I mean, 6FF is still one of the silliest things I've ever seen in this game. Complimentary. You feel me? I'm a big 6FF enjoyer. Here we go.
Starting off with the poison, the coughing coming out. And that's her item throw. You've seen that function in characters like Teddy and Persona, Faust and Guilty Gear. She has randomized little things to throw up with and get you.
here we go. A-B ender. Yeah, go for the bomb Oki right here. Still got poison on you. What a press. Here we go. That's a punish, too. All right, let's go. Let's go, J-Froze.
Yeah, can get a little havoc as well. That unique Enkidu mechanic connecting with the overhead. Okay, J-Froze has a game plan of his own, and that is beat you up, winning the cycle here.
That's all Enkidu's players' game plan. You feel me? Like, all right, Ryazo though looking a lot more consistent than the last Uzuki we saw. Yeah, runs into the parry, instantly spends the CS, leaving some damage on the table though. That is going to come back to bite you, my friend. Never mind.
Hot potato here. Drop it. Drop to you. Drop to me. And not like this.
Reversal. That's going to get punished. Run up throw gets tacked. Oh no, we have a chance. Plus frames. Green shield. No punish, but that's no. I mean, get the hit anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, and I understand the mash afterwards. You're expecting the throw to punish the green shield. Bad round start there from J-Froze.
I talk so much smack about the Suzuki character and how she's not that good, but I think she's so hyped. Like, I love seeing players go through this character. Here we go, A-B ender one more time. Bomb's coming out. Recognizes that fake back throw into the corner. Still has CS. That is going to be a punish. No! Does not have the spacing. We're starting to see some matchup unfamiliarity.
Oh, double overhead there, and it does combo Ryazo. You know, kind of figuring out, you know, we saw the back throw. J-Froze knows that the bomb can be a little fraudulent, but on the other hand, what else do you know about this matchup? Ryazo's trying to figure it out.
There it is. That's my button right there. Give me that 6FF. All right. Oh, we're seeing a lot of green shields on these overheads from Ryazo. If J-Froze starts recognizing a punish with a throw, this could turn around in quite a big way.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that bomb Oki right there.
See, oh, the fellow! The chomp!
What's up, fella? All right, one more hit. This is not going to be enough to kill, but we are going to go to the corner. Unless. I love it when I'm wrong, bro.
With the goat skull, we'll see if the explosion is enough. More than we get the breakdown there and the win from Ryazo in this game one.
Yeah, put that fist up in the air. All right. We got Uzuki players coming out. Let's get it. Let's see if Ryazo can put another one up. Yo, that's the counterplay. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to contest that -3 on the skeleton, so you can always try and challenge that with something.
Yeah. The hard part about that is it's quick recovery, so if you're moving at a fast pace like this, it's easy to steal your turn back if you don't recognize immediately. You got to be locked in.
Yeah, that poison going to be stealing some grid as well, bringing the cycle in Ryazo's favor.
Trying to call J-Froze a psycho, bro?
Look. Oh no, the fellow, the throw invul, allowing J-Froze to get through it.
Another scary green shield goes unpunished, and it is going to be the counter poke from Ryazo to take it home. One more round.
What a unique character. You saw the way that pulled her hurt box backwards, allowing for the whiff.
That was clean. I love the thought on the swing right there, but the teleport goes right around. Ryazo able to find the spot where J-Froze wants to press, spending the meter to make it safe. Command throw, thank you very much.
Cycle win is going to be really big here for Ryazo. Can get that meter back. Has the meter disadvantage now way ahead, and that hit should be more than enough for a perfect, bringing Ryazo further along on the winner side, keeping up the momentum with a character that is so unique, so cool here in Under Night.
Yo, big shout out to Ryazo. That was clean, bro. I'm out here talking smack about Uzuki players. Straight up, I'll admit it. Takes a lot of work, but there's some good players out there. Like we were talking about Pinku a little bit earlier. Like,
yeah,
Pinku has a very scary Uzuki, but I might have to add Ryazo to that list too. That looked pretty convincing, dog.
You know, we see the situation here, the green shield, and you want to mash after that because you know that they're going for the throw.
Yep.
And so dicey there.
But he didn't. J-Froze didn't go for the throw like a single time there. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like, we saw a lot of those green shield situations where might have been able to get away with a little something there if they're a little more locked in. But Ryazo was able to get away with it almost every time.
Yeah, super excellent there. And that was the back throw, had the invul through it to kind of get through that gimmick with the little fellow there. And that hitbox, just pulling back there was so good. So fortunate for Ryazo.
See, and that's why I like watching these character specialists cook with some of these lesser known characters. It's those little micro situations that really makes you appreciate, oh, you put some work into this character. I got you. All right, so looks like next up we are going to have Sky versus Torin. I believe Sky is rocking the TC tag right there, which, unless I'm comically off, is Traveling Controller. Shout out to my homie Dan up in the Boston scene. We shall see. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna spoil it, but the game after that's gonna be a banger. This is one of the players I've been looking forward to seeing. And we are gonna get. Oh, okay, we're in for a treat. So these are actually two of my favorite characters in this game. I'm a Seth main from the CLR days. And I definitely did some messing around with Tsurugi with this character drop. They're both mad fun. And they kind of interact with each other in some kind of weird ways sometimes, right? Like, the shield can blow up some of these Seth shenanigans you want to do. Well, we'll see if, I don't know. It's going to depend a lot on whether these two actually understand the matchup, and we're going to see that pretty quick.
Yeah, Tsurugi has ways to deal with the Seth orb. Seth really likes that backdash round start, just putting out all these projectiles that track to you, and getting the force function extension that actually ruined the combo, the opposite of an extension.
Oh, all right, so utilizing, okay, yeah, a little too high up for the command grab to hit right there. Wow, that is so active. Dash C actually still connects. Oh, and we're going to get it. All right, we got the TK routes. Yep, thank you. Axe kick. Set it.
Yeah, and set it and forget it. That orb tracks exactly where your opponent is when it launches. It's a huge starter. The grid break adding additional damage to the combo. Torin's going to take your life away. Good tech.
Oh, okay, so a little too early on the 623A right there. Dash BC, that had to have been a misinput.
Going to be a one-hit situation right now for Sky. And with the chain shift, that's going to be really tough to deal with Torin's pressure.
Yeah, that's invincible all the way down. Yeah, you throw out a hitbox, you're going to get hit by that. Torin's doing a good job of chasing down and, like, making Sky scramble. The Tsurugi route start, classic, 236C, hell yeah. Plus on block, mad damage on hit, as you can see.
Yeah, real party started here. Torin has had like 80% of the combos so frequently, but has been missing the ender, meaning that Sky's kind of been able to kind of do whatever they want getting around.
Yeah, very consistently. All right, no drops this time. This is the easy part. Thank you very much. No, not going for orb that time. Just baits the DP and hesitated. Oh, okay. All right, so we're still going to get the CS off the 623B starter, I believe, or A. It's still going to be enough. And 2 A hits. Orb covers, and this should be enough to kill if you decide you want to spend the meter.
Yeah, I feel like that's the second time Torin's seen the red miss. What a command grab finish it. Oh, my God. They're flying around each other.
That's easy, dude. That's, oh, man. So, held the C follow-up a blink right there, too. Torin jumped out of it, which, like, if you're Sky, you're going, oh, thank God, because that's, like, minus 30 on block.
Yeah.
And Sky did not have CS to cover that. Yo, Orb comes in clutch again, so we're going to get the 2C pickup. Yeah, just going for the pretty standard combo, not going for the new route yet.
Yeah, had to do a different route there because I had already used the Orb stun in the combo.
Yeah.
We're going to see it again here. Yeah, this is a little bit better, but still no hard knockdown.
I like how you're representing command throw. Like, some Seth players, like, don't do a command throw enough, and I really like this guy's representing that.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. It does less damage than his normal throw, but it's untechable, which means that the normal Undernight OSs will not work against it. Good roll out.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, that was such a great starter. Oh, that probably would, no, that definitely would have killed. Still, all right, we're going to run it back. CC into C-Blink. And that is just a hell of a drop right there. That's vile. That's vile, though. Like, if you've played this game against Seth for any length of time, you've had a situation like that, and you've left upset. Oh, you know what I'm saying? You just get hit by B command grab of the air, and it's over.
Well, so much meter is going to spend it on the infinite worth here. We'll get an orb set at the end of it, so can exert pressure through this Oki.
Wow, love the thought right there, but this Tsurugi character is a little more squirrely than I guess I was ready to give him credit for.
Oh, roll out. That is something that players are still not ready to deal with. It's really powerful. Yeah, rollout is really powerful in the corner, and so people have been looking for a consistent answer and haven't really found it. Oh, no!
That's tragic. So missed the dash B link right there. That's why that dropped. That, honestly, that might have killed. That is a great starter for Seth. Block it. No, just DP. Okay, easy. TK or no, not even TK or.
Oh, so fast! And Torin mashing on Wake up there, maybe going for a reversal that got crossed up.
Yeah.
So tough. Sky was really just forcing the issue at the end there. And that was such an interesting set, because I feel like both players were struggling to get the knockdown.
Yes.
So you saw both of them just moving all over in the neutral. Just, Tsurugi jumping up here, doing a flip this way, meanwhile Seth like
sliding under the orb.
Yeah, teleporting to a million different places. And, it just kind of helps that Sky could get out those projectiles that kind of do the neutral for you. You know, they track to where you are, so even as Saruki's kind of like jumping up this way, sliding across the ground, you still have that to rely on to catch him out.
Except in Oki. That's what was screwing me up. Like, you would see, and I've done this on stream before. I've hit DP, and then I've instantly missed my TK or motion before. I'm not trying to call out anybody because I've been there before, but like, there was a couple of situations where I'm like, you're not going to do Orboki here, dog? That's free. Yeah. You get that for free. And he ran it, and it worked. Don't get me wrong, but it was putting his opponent in situations we're clearly not comfortable with either way. I think that was the big thing right there I already forgot the Sarugi player's name. That's cringe. Clearly not ready to deal with Torin. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, Torin just wasn't ready to deal with the Seth's shenanigans, unfortunately, and that's under night sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get matched against a Seth player, and you're like, man, I ain't never seen this before.
Yo, New York's own UriArk on the stream right now, repping the grid hat. That's really nice.
Oh, this is not the player I thought they were. Never mind. Okay.
We got Cryptic Chamber on the other side with the Goon tag.
Oh no!
Part of some criminal enterprise, perhaps. No. Gooning it out here at ECT.
Somebody find where J2's at right now. He's pulling the strings from up top. All right, so I thought I played UriArk last night, and it seems I was woefully mistaken.
An imposter.
Somebody else.
There's an imposter UriArk in the venue.
Nah, that just goes back to me not being able to read, dude. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Well, New York City player UriArk, previous Wagner, kind of switching over to the Kaguya here. Character that you wouldn't, has not been the most loved. Of course, we have Lid with a lot of developments on her, but also just a character.
Clear lamp.
Yeah. People were really not believing in this character when she came out. Oh, you just delay tech, blows up all her Oki, but
I mean, it does blow up a lot of that Oki, to be fair. But yeah, there's still some like really good Kaguya players out there. Lid, like you called out, Lid beat Clear Lamp and Evo. Like, shout out. That is not an easy thing to do. But there's some other Kaguya. I think there's a Japanese Kaguya player I've been watching that's been cooking kids left and right. We will see, however.
Bro, UriArk's jamming out.
Yeah, oh yeah. When you're on the stage, you gotta make sure the vibes are good. Sometimes that means making your own vibes, but it'd be like that. All right, no butt check. We're getting right into this UriArk with the first hit on the early start. We're gonna get some grenades out for some Oki. No, we're just gonna go for strike throw. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Jump assault out. Cryptic Chamber taking a pretty risky escape route there and able to get it through, but UriArk, that anti-air is so consistent for Kaguya to get. Is much easier to input compared to the normal 3C anti-air, so she can really just cook you with that if you jump in willy-nilly.
Comes out faster than it should, than it looks like it should, rather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for a flip kick, you're like, man, you do that preemptively? Nope, that's reaction, baby.
Still fast on her feet.
I like the no cancel there from Cryptic, but not working out. You'll see a lot of players do that. They'll like throw out like 5C or 5B or something, and then they won't rebeat it to mess up their opponent's timing. Cryptic wasn't able to take advantage, unfortunately. Yuri just kind of run away with this one, it looks like.
And Yuri with the meter disadvantage, want to make sure he wins the cycle here to start getting that meter gain back. Check the shield, good block on the overhead there, and will win the cycle.
Little grenade combo coming out. Oh yeah, dash C. Looks like missed the link after. That's a punish. Thank you very much. Easiest CSDP of my life.
Cryptic may be going for a little too many overheads here. It seems like UriArk is usually expecting them, so may have to go back to that kind of fundamental strike throw here. This is first to 2, but I mean, UriArk's seen these situations before.
It's one of these deals where you're in pool, sometimes it's easy to get lost in that mindset of, I'm going to gimmick these cats until I go to losers, and man, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. Oh, big grid break off the multi-hitting 2C, it looked like.
Yeah.
And now UriArk is going to be able to carry Cryptic most of the way to the corner. Still not going for the grenades right here. Yeah. Rising JICS, the classic.
Really good block there by Cryptic Chamber. That is, kind of like a 20-frame overhead, so really hard to block that. Oh, tried to assault just to stall out the airtime to get over that EX, but a little bit too late there, falling into that starter.
Jumping at the wrong time against Kaguya feels so bad, and that is exactly why. No, you're going to have to rely on Oki right here. Flip kick is blocked. Yellow throw does not get tech, and UriArk is on set point.
And one thing I like that UriArk does often is he's really a fan of the delayed mash. Check that anti-air, but kind of messing up your timing on pressure. You expect him to mash early, but he'll mash late.
So it looks like Cryptic's falling into like kind of the classic trap that both like newer players like myself fall into playing as Kaguya. When they see that forward roll, they go, oh, that's minus, right? I can press there? No, you can't.
Yeah, you're still in the mix. This won't kill, but will put Cryptic Chamber into a last hit situation off the CBO.
Bro kills here too. Oh!
Tried to go for it, read his mind, Lennox.
Yeah.
And now the Havoc starting up, getting a good counter hit, and Cryptic has meter while UriArk doesn't. Full resources. Check the CS.
Ooh, we do tech yellow throws though, but same exact thing, dude. Cross up, insta 2C, got hit by that like 4 times in a row. That's one of those deals where it's hard. Okay, so no, I did play this cat. I'm just thinking of the wrong cat. Oh,
yeah, the hat is so sick.
I was just thinking of the wrong cat. I was thinking of Hill, the player I played. No, this dude beat me pretty bad last night too. That was the Kaguya experience I got. That's right. All right. I feel a little less bad for mixing up the names now. All right.
Man,
That's
what
crazy.
a set there. UriArk showing why he's seeded to make top 8 there. So much damage, such good kind of defensive habits there, and you can see the way that he's focusing on winning the cycle.
Yeah.
And it's just so important.
It is indeed. And we're going to get another one of our top seeds up right now. It's going to be Antmoose versus Frege. Antmoose, I believe you said, was a Waldstein player, correct?
That's right.
Wonderful. Frege is a multi-game specialist. I think I saw them in the Grand Blue pool. I feel like I've seen them play Blaze Blue before too. I might be wrong about that, but I've seen Frege's name in quite a few brackets over the years. So no stranger to the scene for sure. We will see if they are a stranger to Waldstein or not, because that is kind of the question. Waldstein in this version of the game is a bit of a menace, I would say. He has a projectile now, which, you know, between me and you, dude, why'd they do that? Why'd they give him that? Why'd they give him that projectile, you know?
He's a side zoner now, and this is our first match in this pool, which is a top 32 qualifier, meaning that if you win this one, you get to go back to your bracket runner and say, hey, qualified for top 32, I don't have to play any more matches, I'm just chilling for the next hour.
Chilling, yeah, and I believe top 32 is right after this, correct? I don't think it's streamed, but it happens right after this. So, yeah, we're going to get a little break after this pools block. Top 32, unfortunately, is happening off stream, but top 8, I believe, is going to happen in a few hours right here on Team Spooky. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so very excited to watch that, to be perfectly honest. I have been having an absolute blast watching the top 8s for this game across the country. Slashback was a lot of fun. Obviously, Combo Breaker and Evo were the big ones, but, man, there have been so many good tournaments for this game. And a lot of good character representation. See, like, obviously, we're going to have Kuon and Montreki in most brackets, but, like, we haven't even seen either one of them so far this afternoon, at least in this pool slot. We finally got a Byakuya, though. Here we go. All right, that's two Frege players. I could not remember.
Ooh, very nice movement here, though, from Frege. A lot of kind of walking back and forth, looking for these whiffs here, and has been finding them.
Oh, yeah, now it's Byakuya time, though. We're going to build a 100-meter. You're going to Spider Jail. Oh, no, not going to spend it. Okay.
Yeah, Orie used the bounce there. Hard knockdown off of that ender.
Jesus. Yeah, this character is swinging, dog. Do not jump in the wrong spot against Waldstein. You will have a bad time.
Yeah, and Walt can be pretty tough to deal with just because of how far this command grab is. You're used to grapplers needing to be close to you, but Antmoose can just do it from far away. Perfect shield there. Shield is unrecoverable, meaning that Antmoose is super plus, can get the punish. It's God press!
The classic. Here we go. The meaty but no confirm. All right, here we go. This is all the Antmoose show right now. Has 200 meter. Oh, good tech. Okay, we got it. Defense a little bit.
Jump on the EX, and I have to say, I felt like Frege was looking so confident in neutral earlier, but now it is just the Waldstein show. Antmoose finding the vulnerabilities here, the place in the matchup that Frege does not know.
The hard part against, like, oh, that's a great grid break. Here we go. Caught with the full screen low, and this is exactly what you want to happen for Frege. Get a couple spider webs out here. Are you kidding me? Dude, I am not ready for the range of these buttons.
Yeah, Byakuya with a little bit of a weaker rebeat compared to other characters, so definitely makes sense how Antmoose was able to mash out there, but this is just looking devastating. Can you get out? confirm here. Meter to spend. It is enough. First game going to Ant Moose.
I am getting shades of Arch and Ross right now, dude.
Is it the color?
Part of it's the color, for sure. I don't know. The way that dude takes up space on the screen feels kind of reminiscent of this. Maybe that's just good wall play. I don't know. All right, so that's what we were talking about earlier with the shield. We shielded the jump in. That means we get a punish. Thank you.
Yeah, basically like a less committal anti-air. 3Cs can be a little slow in this game compared to other games, so it's very nice to just be able to press that one D button and get that anti-air with the shield.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh, no!
And the grid break, too. You saw that green flash right there. So did Ant Moose. Able to lock that in, take this grid away. Sit down, my cycle. Overhead, too, into CS. What do you think? Is it Joven? Is it Joven?
Oh, it's open. We have opportunity here. A starter here for Frege, so may not be able to get the web. Oki, yeah, we saw the drop there.
Yeah, that's kind of crucial. Oh, dash C starter, though? All right, that could be some pretty good damage. Please give me the good Oki. Thank you.
Yes, Infinite Worth wouldn't have done it, so I do like holding onto the meter here. Caught in the web, but oh no, Frege did not expect that starter, but we'll kind of clean it up there in that round.
That is exactly like the pace changer we needed for Freeze. Freeze, honestly, is just kind of losing neutral right here. Once the offense is getting going, like you can get some of this. Yeah, now we got Spider Jail. Now the game plan can really start.
Oh, a little ambiguous there, and the veil off will give Ant Moose that situation to escape from the corner.
I like this, playing a little more patient, not trying to force the issue, and respectful of the full screen options at the same time. That's what I want to see. All right, let's go, Frege. Okay, the adjustment. Oh, never mind. You got it. You can't drop it.
Bad. Yeah, I mean, Frege feels like a player who plays kind of like slower games, more like Street Fighter, Sham Show, a lot of walking back and forth that we're seeing so well. But it feels that once Ant Moose can close the distance, the matchup knowledge is not there. Not the best with dealing with pressure, but that starter may be good enough. Bonus damage from Warple. Will Infinite Worth do it, or will we go for the Oki? It will be the setup.
Yeah, oh no! Too. That could have been much worse. Okay, so that's the old setup, right? Where you VO when they're in Spider Jail.
Yeah, I mean that's for like max damage because you go for a second Spider Jail into Infinite Worth.
That's
but
right.
I think a little too close there. You want the veil off to whiff, and so Frege was a little too close.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't get the Vorpal strip mid combo like you did at CLR, I believe.
No.
A little bit of a change.
They got rid of that.
Thank God, right? Like, didn't need it. Ant Moose working out a perfect right here. Where did his life bar go? My goodness.
Oh, good jump over and gets the grid break as well. Ant Moose with the crouch shield there. Gonna take a grip here, but the life deficit is gonna be really hard for Frege to close. Needs to get a few of these setups to do it.
Yeah, you need a couple quick hits right here. That's a big thing. You have the cycle, so that's going in your favor. If you can get another grid break or just a big hit, this could be the turnaround that Frege needs. Still has to play this perfectly, mind you. Oh, that was almost it. That was almost it right there.
Oh, good block.
Yep,
one more to go.
I'd like to use a dash C right now, engaging a little further away.
Danger, danger goes! You never see that. Frege breaking it out in the clutch here, and now a round away from the upset over Ant Moose here, and a good starter as well. This is Frege's opportunity.
One more round for Frege from down bad to set point, dude. Like this.
Ooh, couldn't find it.
2C not going unconverted right here. Ant Moose does take the cycle here, so we might see the defensive CS. There it is. Not able to get anything going, and we are still going to keep the Rekkas coming. Okay, all right, yeah. 2-2C, just keep the damage coming.
Frege getting all the perfect starters here. Check the veil off, though. You need to stall this out because we can combo into Infinite Worth now.
Okay, so this is just an opportunity for both players to take a deep breath, let the animation play, and go, what do I need to do?
And look at the resources. CS on the side of Ant Moose. What does that mean? How are we playing around that big starter here? Vorpal adding additional damage.
Still needs one more hit. Oh, no, that was it. That was the hit. We have the meter. Are you going to cash this out? No.
Oh,
okay, one hit.
Keeping it in the bank, believing in the life lead, and here we go. Final game, final round between these two.
This is down to the wire. This is our best game so far, dog. Let's go. Woo! Frege with the 2-2C. Full screen hit scan. Thank you very much.
Too spaced out to get the confirm, though, but once again, Frege is off to the races. No meter, which means no Spider Jail. Has to go for a more conventional mix. The rollout for Ant Moose. That Waldstein can move. He can roll.
Wow. All right. Well, if you're Ant Moose, you're feeling pretty good about that one. Here we go. And Ant Moose has started to play this a lot more defensively now and wait for the right spots, and it is starting to pay off. There it is. All right. We have CS. We have the meter. Thank you very much. There's no
Infinite Ward built, jump over, bam, slam him with the arm there. Antmoose, what a crazy, and their Hadouken Supreme you see in the background going crazy for his fellow Walled player. Still dancing. Oh my, yeah, put the camera back on that guy.
So we actually are going to see, we're going to see Hadouken Supreme in a few minutes.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Before we get into our next game, we got to go to ads real quick, all right? So y'all at home do me a, my apologies. We're not going to ads quite yet.
Oh, but
I've jumped the gun.
Tell me about that match.
jumped the
Freeze
gun.
was so close to the upset. What a heartbreaker, but it felt like Antmoose at that
Execution.
final. It came down to the cycle. Was winning that Vorpal every single time. That was kind of the battlefield that Freeze was less familiar with, and you saw the way that Antmoose was like, I get this bonus damage, I get this opportunity to chain shift, and that was really kind of the shifter, even as Freeze was playing neutral so well, was getting the offense going. It was just fantastic.
It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to some more fantastic games when we come back from ads. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back here on Team Spooky.
And welcome back to East Coast Throwdown. If you did not get enough Waldstein from that Antmoose set, you got more coming with Hadouken Supreme, rocking the Chainsaw Man hat, walking a shirt of Waldstein of dubious intent, of creepy character. So definitely take a look at that once we cut back to our player cams. And oh my gosh.
No comment. I ain't saying nothing. No, never mind. That's fire. All right.
No. You don't see the bottom of it.
Oh,
you don't see
okay.
the bottom of it yet.
I'll have to
it's
ask him later.
devious. There we go.
Oh, that's crazy. All right.
Going up against Cosmic on the other side. Seen earlier here. Very solid, but yeah, does not look happy to be playing against the one and only Hadouken Supreme again. The dubious character. This man has ill intentions when it comes to Undernight.
Wait, just when it comes to Undernight? I don't know, dog. I've seen this cat do some vile stuff in some other games too. This is one of these deals where Cosmic played, arguably had the most dominant win we've seen so far. Like just a very, very clean 2-0. But Hadouken Supreme is like kind of one of the wild goats, I'm not going to lie. So this, I think we're going to get our money's worth on this set. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, definitely Argon Ross maybe the biggest to do it right now, but
Yes.
Hadouken Supreme coming for that. And look at that walk back on round start, creating that huge situation.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do. We're going to never mind. Patient, I don't even know what patience is.
But check
dog.
the cycle. Who's winning it through the combo? It's Hadouken Supreme immediately putting it to use to get in here.
Shielded the jump in and tech to the throw. That was kind of nice. Oh, there's the reversal. Sit your butt back down. I don't even like worms, bro.
A little too spaced out. How to eat fried worms is not on Hadouken Supreme. Look at the grid steal there from Cosmic. Got so many blocks there from those shields, and with that, has won the cycle.
And he's still giving up space. Like, Hadouken Supreme's going to take this free.
And a huge whiff punish there from Cosmic, and that was probably because Hadouken was reading Cosmic come in to get a little bit more grid, putting a stop sign out, and Cosmic just finding the whiff punish off of that.
It was right as the cycle popped too, right? Like you could kind of mess with your opponent's head a little bit if you know, like, oh, you're just waiting for the cycle, you're coming in after. Turn the gas on a little bit before that. There we go. Hadouken Supreme, you got the route, bro. You got the meter. No.
Going for the overhead, the reversal. So many shields there from Hadouken, just kind of flexing that out. But the guaranteed punish is now there. Thank you, Kimone.
That setup too is kind of devious, right? Like because even if the overhead whiffs, you can still just CS it, make it safe. That's exactly what we saw right there. It's good awareness of the situation. Here we go. Winning the cycle. Big drop into a drop opportunity, so to speak.
Woohoo!
Another one, dude. You're dead here. Oh my goodness. NCS question mark? No, not quite. Not quite.
Oh my gosh!
Needed one more hit, but still, dude, that is a hell of a way to send a message right there with a perfect.
Hadouken Supreme picking the pace up there. I wanted to say that round one was one of the closest we've seen this whole block, but Hadouken really leveling up going into round two.
Go. Green shield, trying to steal a little bit extra of that grid. The air-to-air response. Here we go. We're going to red beat off that, so not a ton of damage, but we will absolutely take that positioning. Yeah, scary green shield, right?
And big cycle win here for Cosmic. Got like 3 green shield whiffs there, so each one of those is taking a little bit of Hadouken's meter and a little bit of Hadouken's grid.
Yes. Oh, back at you, already active. Here we go. Hadojin somehow steals that cycle right there. And both these players, finally air dash in for the hit and gets the grid break. Oh, that's the turnaround Hadojin needed right there. Okay, we're in the corner. This is exactly where Wald wants to keep you.
Oh, wasn't able to anti-air though. It looked like Hadojin was kind of putting out a button to stop that approach, but did not come out in time. And now we're getting to the cycle battle here. No one's got it yet. Cosmic a little bit ahead, but called out on the flight with the anti-air command grab.
I'm wondering if that AB ender was a little misinput too. That was early, but hey, whatever. Get your consistency. Ain't no thing. Hadojin Supreme still with a pretty hefty life lead. And there it is. Cashes out with the meter just in time to take the round. Woo! All right. Set point already.
Yeah, excellent use of the follow-up there to kind of try Cosmic to stop them from taking their turn back after it. Good block on the dive kick, threatening over the throw.
All right, once again, going for the anti-air right there. Cosmic just able to stuff that, like, surprisingly consistently.
Okay, a little launch here for Hadojin, not able to keep it up though, allowing Cosmic to mash out, just swinging with that EX command grab.
If you're Cosmic, you need to start thinking about doing some hit and run gameplay, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as Hadojin gets in that, like, little sphere of Merkava, it's kind of over, you know what I mean? Cosmic's finding most of these hits, like, on the way by or on the way in.
Yeah. Oh, no, thought he was a little bit spaced out, was probably going for the whiff punish, but a little bit too close there. Trying to splash in, may try and go for it again with the CS. Close that distance really quickly. Oh!
See, that's what I want to see. You see that little hesitation right there to throw off the timings? That's exactly what I want to see more of. The Cosmic starting to make a little bit of an adjustment right here, but Hadojin is still on set point. Oh, wow, I really thought that was going to whiff. My goodness.
All right, threatening with the worm here again, finding the green shield, and this is what's allowing Cosmic to win Vorpal so much in these sets.
Yeah, went for the throw there too, a little delayed, so there's no punish, but still able to get the throw. Yeah, here it is. All right, this is the turnaround I want to see. We have the cycle. Oh, goes for the counter poke instead, and right back to that full screen range. This is exactly what I want to see.
Is chain shift enough here? Let's see. Oh, this is not where you want to leave Hadojin Supreme.
So that's the downside about getting that green shield, is if you go for another air hit, that turns into a purple shield, maybe. Oh, no! Oh, no! Are we going to see some highway robbery, Deadward?
That body splash was ridiculous, but the reversal, Cosmic putting the life on the line there to take that game over Hadojin Supreme. And we've got a close match here. This is a top 32 qualifier. This is winner makes it no matter what. So the stakes are here, and Cosmic just taking a moment here on the rematch screen, collecting himself. Meanwhile, Hadojin
unfazed whatsoever. My man is big chilling right now. My man just said, cool, I just got a lot of insights to your habits. Thanks.
Oh, yeah?
But we'll see. You know what? You can have the insight, but you got to have the execution, too.
Oh, Hadojin a little bit more passive here, allowing himself to get thrown, not putting out any sort of button to stop this.
And I mean, if you're still playing Wald in 2024, you have to have some semblance of patience, right? Ostensibly for somebody who's been playing Wald for several versions of this game.
Grappler players are known for their defense. You have to play so much of it.
Beautiful shield right there. Yeah, and we're absolutely going to go for command throw after.
Oh, what an anti-air.
Especially with CS on deck for a Hadojin like that. That was a little risky, but I respect it.
Ooh, good little movement there in the flight. Just get out of the way of the anti-air command grab. But look at the cycle right now. So close. Maybe that hit will be enough for Cosmic. As we just distracted from the life bar, you're actually dead. And with that, Cosmic now a set point, a round away from making winner side top 32.
Hadojin's got the beater, but isn't spending it on the full screen options to check Cosmic at full screen, basically, right? I almost want to see EX Fireball or EX Rock or whatever it is, like to try to check some of that stuff.
And that was a terrible drop there. Allowing Cosmic to get out of the corner is not what Hadojin Supreme wants. Really wants to be the prison warden of this corner positioning.
Oh, money. Oh, that was clean. Anti-jump command throw. That's exactly what I want to see. Say goodbye. We're going to final game, final round. Downside for Hadojin, though, no meter.
No.
Nothing coming into this final round.
Yeah, but the aggression at the start here is important here. Winning the first cycle will guarantee quite a bit of meter is coming your way.
Yeah.
The Cosmic still fighting it out. You concentrate here, trying to make sure he wins the cycle, but Hadojin, the forward movement and the assault is enough. First cycle going to Hadojin Supreme.
Yo, there it is. Gets the jump in, able to confirm once again. Early AB ender just for that consistent knockdown. Now the game plan gets to get started. Cycle, damage. What? You woke up with the buttons like that? That was fire.
Brave match there and the whiff punish here, but Cosmic is living on a dream. One hit away from being knocked out to loser's side. Good shield there from Hadouken. Bailoff, get the space. Bonus damage from Bailoff. Will it be enough? Slam and jamming.
But if you CS it, oh, I wasn't ready for the CS. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, nah, that's not going to kill, bro. Sorry. That's not going to kill.
that was the saddest fist bump I've ever seen.
Oh, that was goofy as hell.
Oh, man. What a close match. That was such a good set between those two. I feel like they had kind of realized how the matchup is supposed to go. Yes. You saw Cosmic kind of taking it slowly, finding those whiff punish, and then Hadouken, you just get the chain shift body splash. You force the issue, and the second Cosmic is stuck in that corner, it seems unwinnable because you're always just one or two touches away from dying.
Always. And you got to worry about the command grab, too.
Yeah.
Like, that is so scary against this character, especially, I think you said this earlier, how far out he could get that?
Yeah.
No, I'm not trying to deal with that, too. I love the fact that Cosmic was able to recognize that and start playing a little more full screen, a little more squirrely, because once he closed the distance, Wild was finding consistent hits. But, dude, it's there. I think the scariest thing is, even though you managed to make a lot of these active reads, you did 0 mental damage to Hadouken that whole time.
Hadouken is a little mentally untouchable.
Yes, and that was the thing. You could see that right at the end. Like, even when he won, he was just kind of like, okay, thanks, nice work. Like,
what?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's got to be
Very
hard
satisfying.
to beat that set, but maybe Avery Chu versus Wormadon have what it takes. Can they keep it that close, that hype?
I think this is going to be a Boston team kill, if I remember correctly. Avery Chu's a pretty solid undernight player from the New England area. I have run into them on ranked a handful of times and at locals, of course, and I don't win, you know? I'm not winning those. They're better than me for sure. Wormadon I haven't seen play a whole ton, but both of these cats actually were just competing in the Blaze Blue bracket, if I remember correctly. So they're coming on off some Blaze Blue action. That's right. Okay. Avery's obviously the Wagner player. I couldn't remember who Wormadon was playing though. And we're gonna get some Akatsuki. Talk about crazy characters. Button check to start, but Akatsuki, gone are the SD days of Akatsuki, my friend. Akatsuki is a real character now, and man, I got some thoughts on that. I'm not going to share them, but I got some thoughts on that. No, there's actually a couple pretty good Akatsukis right now. Oh, no, it's Mika. It's Mika. Of course it's Mika.
You got the button check mix. I was about to check my notes. I'm like, everyone says Wormadon plays Mika. What's going on?
Your notes said Mika. I just can't read. That's, a recurring theme, unfortunately.
Good 6-6 FF, but Wagner does lose her buffs when she gets hit, so that shield buff is going away as Wormadon takes the pressure here.
Now you get to deal with just some Mika shenanigans. Hello! All right, we're getting the good Wagner buttons. Oh, is that? Okay, all right, now we're good. We're going. A little scared right there, but it ain't no thing. And just Mika missile right back in. Meter knockdown.
Oh, and just the walk forward. Mika has such a silly walk animation. Winning the cycle. Good shields there from Wormadon.
Oh, no. Yeah, great answer here, but not able to really get any damage off of it. Yup, instant tech on that. Good recognition. Oh, no. That's plus, but you just got hit, dog. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, a little smart there. What a green shield. The counterplay finally coming out. Wagner players complain about that so often. The sword buff, it doesn't do anything anymore. People all know the counterplay, and Wormadon showing that excellently.
Yeah, and that's indicative of the fact that they kind of started past layer 1. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure these two outplayed a good amount.
Good BDP sword gets buff. The buff, but closing that.
Sniped! Woo! What the hell, no? That was supposed to be a command grab. All right.
She's just flying in.
Yeah, that is what she'd be doing for sure. All right. Rising JA into CS, even offline, still the classic. Okay, whiff a button into, I don't know, stuff something right there. Pretty dominant game 1 from Wormadon. Instant rematch. We'll see if Avery Chu can get the Wagner game plan going in game 2 here. Good start.
Oh, good tech there. That is Mika's best button, that running B. Double buff here right now for Avery Chu, so we'll be at least able to keep the sword buff if they get hit. Oh. Big overhead starter there.
Wagner players want one thing, and it's disgusting.
It's true C starter. This will be good damage.
Yeah, good whiff punish. All right, rare footage of that actually whiffing from Wagner, the top there. Oh, okay, neutral jump right over the lunge, and this should be enough to kill.
Oh.
No, not if you drop it, dog. You had, okay, there it is. Thank you. I was going to say, you had CS, you got a chance, easy DP.
Yeah, you know, guaranteed there was no way for Wormadon to deal with that. Air unblockable. Good take there by Avery Chu.
Yeah, good blocks. All right. I'm a fan of that. Of course, gets hit in pressure after, so Wormadon going to be allowed to build some meter here.
Oh,
Incredible.
no. Oh, but no punish.
No
She
punish.
recovers a little faster than you expected.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's the answer right there. That overhead, you can't cancel it a little bit, but there's still a hefty gap you could press during. Good recognition.
Okay, counter hit starter here. Avery Chu trying to make something happen on Wake Up, expecting Wormadon to be a little respectful there.
I was going to say, you got to be careful, though. That CS is still a factor. Getting some meter back and just counter poking. All right, one more away. Wormadon on set point.
Yeah, Avery Chu looking for the answer here. We'll find it with the Atrial at round start. Going to be able to get a buff off of this shield buff once again. Oh my, how did she get past the Beatrill?
I don't know, dude. That was scary. That was real scary.
Good check. But Wormadon, such active defense there, making sure they win the cycle.
Yeah, that's another pretty easy DP right there. Not as safe as you would like to be in that situation. Okay, good challenge. Take the turn back. And oh no! Did not believe in that punish. The hit was in. Finally switching it up right there. Accurately recognized the green shield. Yep, all right, good adjustment.
The counterplay to the counterplay there, because Wormadon, yeah, always looking for that green shield. Oh my god, how to roll into the 2-2C.
Neutral jump is doing work for both of these cats right now. All right, let's see. Psycho Wormadon still has that. If they lose their turn right here, oh no, or to keep the turn, instant overhead. We have enough meter. Are
so
we gonna...
sneaky. Yeah, the infinite worth is on the table. Let's see it come out. EX infinite worth. This should be enough. The minimum damage more than enough. She's flying by. She's flying high. Ow! XD.
XD, bro. XD. Did I ever tell you that was my first offline uni experience at a major was Combo Breaker 2019 when everyone brought the XD Mika faces?
I love the Uni 2 community.
Man, that was, I don't know, I just remember Fox's visceral reaction of, oh, this is a family event. You can't do that here. Something along those lines. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But speaking of beautiful, we have Ryazo back up next. Ryazo versus Rushnik, actually. Rushnik is another, God, I want to say, might be New England. I'm totally drawing a blank. I've seen their name, and I feel like online brackets a good amount before, but I always mix those up with offline brackets as well. So we'll see. Regardless, Ryazo, one of the Uzukis we saw earlier, pretty good game plan. Pretty solid game plan. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they stack up against Rushnik, and this is a top 32 qualifier. I believe we are still in winner's side. So hey, we'll see. We'll see. You still got some work to do if you're trying to survive in this bracket right now. And I am very much looking forward to seeing how these two stack up. I don't know who Rushnik's going to be playing, but my monkey brain is telling me Linne. We'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, kind of the man on the street I was doing down there had Ryazo coming in from the Midwest, so making the trip out here, invading New England here at East Coast Throwdown.
Yeah, Ryazo's a grinder. Every time I see their name in any game, I always have to understand that, okay, well, they're going to be a threat here. Like, maybe even if they don't have the deepest knowledge of the game, they're going to be a threat. Very, very solid fundamental player.
Yeah, but always excited to see more Uzuki coming out here. What an interesting character. Still waiting to see how she develops, what people are thinking about her when she's already been out for like multiple months. Has had kind of that development. But right now, Ryazo being the representative here, bringing this new character, these new gimmicks, these new frame data that you're not ready for. And that's exactly what you want to have in pools, is this first to two, this confusion factor. And we got Yuzuriha on the other side of the screen.
Rushnik's on the Yuzu. Okay, so I'm assuming we got a button check coming up, but we shall see momentarily, lest I get baited again. Yeah. Make sure we get the right song. Oh, Lawn theme? All right. Respect. As an Ice Twink enjoyer myself, I'll take that. This matchup, though, dude, this feels like it is a struggle for Uzuki, just based on my very quick reading of it. Because that right there, that sword, dude, that sword's huge. That's a big sword she's got.
Yeah, we saw this matchup in Pools Block A. And yet definitely looked kind of a struggle for Uzuki to make the run in, just kind of retreating to the screen.
Wow, tried to put a coffin and instantly got clipped. That is, that's unfortunate. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, really hurting here. Oh, but just mashing out with the skeleton.
Yeah, just a little 2-3-6-8 to start it out. I mean, it's fast, no question about that. The potion's out, okay. Ryazo's like one of the only Uzukis I like see using that potion consistently too, which is interesting.
Good throw tech. But that the skeleton mashes here have been so key. Oh, escaping. One hit on both of these, no chip damage. Almost extended into the bomb there, but great little skirt or little flip.
And you can tell Rustic was looking for that that skeleton on Wake Up for the third time too. That's why we saw the parry, I think. But man, that might not matter. Ryazo got the game plan, go back in the corner, uses the roll, that creeping edge to get out 3 deep.
Check the grid. It will be Rustic's win there. Yuzuriha known for giving away a lot of grid in her mid-screen pressure, so really important whenever a Yuzu is able to win cycle. The fellow is coming. Oh! Taking a bite out, and Ryazo now on the offensive.
You got a felon out there. That was wild. Oh, all right. So shield on the jump up right there. Gets a little 2A punish. Not going to be a ton of damage, but still, you're taking any hit right now as Yuzu to make that space and get the game plan going. Ripping that DP. Sit your butt back down to the corner. VO.
Huge damage here. VO bonus damage as well as Whirlpool damage. Any Bato, any hit here is going to be really scary for Ryazo.
Tail, good footsies option right there. Again, off the coffin. Okay, Ryazo, keeping this interesting. One apiece.
Coffin into a choke. Hard stuff there. Rustic trying to navigate it here, but Ryazo really finding, you know, not only the overhead, but also these coffins in neutral.
Yeah, she's got a lot of options. That's what's definitely what she's got going for her, right? You got to keep track of these, and that is not the way you want to do it. That is going to hurt.
Parry a little bit too slow to start out there from Rustic, taking the pressure now.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to take the knockdown, I guess. Overhead is going to do it. Rustic has 200 meter and the cycle here, too, so you could get creative if you want to spend.
Yeah, pretty prorated starter, though. Infinite Worth was probably not worth the spend there, but I do like the 100 meter at the end, especially when you're getting it so much back after you pop the cycle.
Oh, no. Raw Coffin again hits. And I don't think this is going to be enough to kill, but this is going to be close, dude. No, this is dead.
Ooh, oh, no. Got the poison at least, so going to start stealing that grid away. EX following up force function. We're going to a last-hit situation for both of these players. Check the meter, though. Ryazo could threaten with the metered reversal.
Rustic has the cycle right here, and that, wow, committed to the backdash, not the reversal. Okay. Yeah, you see that, too. Like, all right. I kind of got a little lucky there. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, Assault JAs can be pretty fast overheads, usually around like 20 frames or so. So it does make sense for Ryazo to bring that out where your opponents have it on a sliver of health. Doesn't matter if you can't convert it. But, you know, so lucky that hers is so big that it could catch the backdash there, because that would have probably been Rustic's advantage.
Here we go. Oh, get the mash out again. All right. Rustic is like getting a lot of really good reads on some of these situations, but not able to really get the full game plan kind of rocking. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ryazo's just been able to put together too many rounds. CS to keep it coming. Wow, didn't go. Okay, looked like the jump back means the DP's going to connect.
Oh, really? Shifts passing in the night right here with these normals, but it is Ryazo who comes out on top and finds the grid break with the forward throw.
Yeah, all right. Finally, I think first guard thrust we've seen today. That's crazy. All right. Oh, wow. Whiff punish with the coffin. Did you see that? That sword hitbox, bro? That was crazy. All right.
Perfect little positioning here. The way Ryazo is still able to threaten in the mid-screen if Rustic is low enough. Very important for keeping this Yuzu pressure honest.
I like the way Ryazo's using dog to like check the up backs from Rustic too. Kind of messing with the air stance a little bit, it looks like. Once again, though, like some of these drops, Rustic is getting a lot of good hits, just isn't able to capitalize on some of these situations.
Now will lose cycle after the spend here, but could EX to catch and gets the confirm as well with that teleport.
Jesus, look at that damage, dude. Oh my goodness, 45. One more hit's gonna do it. Wake up, dog, again? Ryazo has no fear, bro. No fear whatsoever. We're gonna cross-cast it. We're gonna send it. We're gonna put you right in the ground. Rush deck's going to losers.
3 buttons, and yeah, just like you said, Ryaza going to send Rush deck to losers with that, and guaranteeing that position in the top 32 on winner's side. So important. Ryaza, we got to call off as well, also has a medal on already. You know, that's got to be the confidence, the intimidation. Ooh. Like, I already won something here. You know, watch out.
Ryazo, I'm telling you, Ryazo's good at every game. Every game they try, Ryazo is always a threat, always a force to be reckoned with. Speaking of forces to be reckoned with, we got URIark back up. We got to see that Kaguya again. It's going to be URIark versus, I don't know how to say that.
Oh, the one and only Pizou.
It was Pizou. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Pizou, I love that. All
also,
right,
we'll see if Pizou is wearing his medal. Did make top 8 of Exard here.
Not wearing
so
the medal.
not flexing out.
Not flexing.
No intimidation factor here for Pizou. But yeah, Uni is a bit of more of a side game to him. So we will see how much URIark can knowledge check this player. But Pizou really fundamental. Very good in the neutral, so that may be kind of the ground that Pizou can put some work in, put the fear of God in URIark is in that neutral, so we'll see how that plays out.
You might not even need to knowledge check, you know what I'm saying? Like, URIark's just regular game plan is strong enough where, I don't think he needs to rely on gimmicks too much here. But we'll see, you know, it's always nice to pepper him in every once in a while, no doubt.
You know, first the 2, and also it's like you reduce that mental stress if you have kind of something that's a little bit more gimmicky to rely on that you know your opponent can't deal with. Because it's just like, all right, I'm going to knock them down. I'm going to do the setup they don't understand. And so you're reducing that tournament mental load. You know, this can be a bit of a marathon. We're running Uni 2 all, you know, in one day today. So it's not going to be a point where you're going to be able to go to your hotel room, kind of decompress, figure out, okay, what's my game plan for tomorrow? Who am I playing? This is more like a mental marathon. You have to be locked in the whole way through today. And so anything that you can do to kind of reduce that stress to keep your game plan a little bit simpler is going to be really helpful here.
Okay, so Yuri's breaking out the Wagner this time. That makes sense. I was talking to them yesterday. And they did say, like, played Kaguya against me, but it was very much, hey, I'm going to lock my Wagner in first, so hang tight.
Yeah.
Make sure this is good for tomorrow. I believe Yuri's entire strategy was warm up last night. And that's it. Do not play before the bracket. Make sure your combos are good, and then don't get in your own head beforehand. So, I guess Wagner kind of makes sense in this matchup, right?
Yeah.
Linne's got some pretty decent sized buttons of your own. You got to make sure that you got some buttons to contest with that. Plus, what is it? 2-2C? Is that her projectile invuln flip or whatever?
Yeah.
I could see how that might cause some problems with grenade setups and whatnot. So, does not surprise me that Yuri is trying to break out maybe a little more consistent options.
Yeah, can definitely kind of slug it out here.
Already, just run up 5A, hell yeah, all right.
Yeah, and I know that Pizou prefers Linne because she can be a little bit simpler. Like, her game plan is not going to be really complicated. And already grid-breaking URIark here, Pizou has been playing around the shield very well.
Yeah, when you got a 2C like that, I mean, I get it, you know? Press that 2C, baby, here we go. Oh, all right, steal the turn, back after the shoulder charge, after the Captain America.
Yeah, and that's something that you have to know against Wagner is when that shield is going full screen like that, you know, it's going to be plus. Oh, no. CVO route here.
Interesting. All right. Well, not as much damage as I thought, but that is still okay. You still got the positioning.
All right, now shield on the shield there. That shield tackle can be negated by a nice purple shield the way that Pizou threw it out there.
Yeah.
Threatened Celestial here for URIark. May get that. Will get a ton of meter, but had to spend grid on the combo, so won't get it.
All right, doesn't blow up the gap right there. Oh, sword buff. All right, that makes sense. Grid break means Pizou is going to have a hell of a time. Whoa, okay. You were looking for a throw tech right there? All right,
yeah.
Well, to each their own, I suppose.
One thing I will say about Pizou in that first round is he was a little bit too reliant on shield for defense. Now getting grid broken in so many places by URIark.
Dude, we are just trading mid-hits right here. My goodness. All right. So Pizou should be able to steal the cycle off this.
Yeah.
Just barely. Yo, these white woman normals. That you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the white woman
huge.
kick right there. Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, not going to spend any bar there, not for 2-2C or Infinite Worth. Just taking the sword buff. Cycle win by Pizou. Oh, no!
That's twice now that 2-2C has gotten stuff. You do not see that very often. Oh, back throw. All right, the back throw incident. No big deal. Plus frames. We're going to take it. Stagger. Okay. Good backdash. Yeah. Ooh, very nearly caught the green shield with 3B right there.
But the punish with the 6-6C there. Swinging in with the dash attack there, and after a pretty scrambly game one, UzuriHa gonna take it. Maybe going to Kaguya now? Oh,
no,
did he send it?
He won. He's
Oh, right. No, that's the rule. You can't switch characters if you won.
You can?
You cannot.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you can.
Right.
I'm like, you
were
can't do
right.
that.
I was
what are you
not
talking
correcting
about, bro?
you.
All right.
I was not. I felt like that return to character select by the winning player. I was like, that's got to be we're breaking the rules.
Right? Yeah. Oh, man, just pull a John Ding real quick, break the rules of the tournament, see if anybody notices. No big deal.
If no one's looking at them, you can change them whenever you want.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Here we go. Oh, that could have been a lot worse for Yuri right there. Pizu kind of let him get away with that whiff for free.
Yeah, all right, going to take these plus frames here with back to the corner. This is really going to hurt Pizu.
We'll take that trade. Pizu's still holding on to the cycle right here. But for how much longer? That hit might prove a bit of a challenge for you.
A little too much. And after the scramble, UzuriHa coming out on top. Pizu really not looking confident here. That is such a diabolical mix-up. You do the partial charge shield, which does become an overhead when it gets charged, and you just go for the low instead.
That's mean, dude. That whole last 3 hits, like you were talking about gimmicks earlier, we just got gimmick right there real quick. Just to close out the round. No big deal.
All right, chance here for Pizu, gonna be taking the shield to the chin there. Big starter. Back throw opportunity for Pizu, denied by the ADP.
Wow, all right, multiple whipping 5As, almost spelled death for Yuri right there, but is going to stabilize it and take it pretty cleanly on 2-0. Yeah,
huge pop off there,
yeah.
Man, he's excited. UzuriHa punching that ticket for winner side top 32.
We got it. We got another one out in winter side. Yeah, I mean, put a ton of work in. Was talking it up yesterday about how hey, I got to make sure this Wagner's locked in case I need it.
Yeah.
Looking locked in to me, dog. Looking locked in. For the most part, I really liked the stagger pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was one of these ways where he just got his opponent to mess up their timing just enough with some of the staggers where, okay, perfect. Now I can poke out.
Yeah.
Eat a 6B or whatever Wagner's throwing out. Very, very concise game plan they were able to stick through with pretty much the whole game and didn't get challenged in really a meaningful way, unfortunately.
I felt like Pizu was kind of playing a little too high variance there. You saw a lot of back throws. You know, it's like, okay, if I can put UzuriHa in the corner, then I can work. Oh, showing off the stick art. Yeah, we got Sky coming up against Jatsu. Sky we saw earlier on in the stream against that Tsurugi, playing that super, super solid set. And Jatsu, once again, another New Jersey tri-state Linne coming up to the stage.
Jatsu, if you lose to a Seth player on stream, I am never gonna let you live that down, my friend. Just FYI, I'm gonna be making Jatsu play sets with me. Yeah. Oh, I'm surprised he doesn't have a plushie. Jatsu usually comes correct with a plushie too. You know?
Yeah. You know, showing off well-seasoned commentator here of the FGC, breaking out in Uni 2, I gotta say.
Had a pretty good run at CEO, if I remember correctly. Made it to top 24 and played like a really solid game against, I can't remember who it was. It was a Nanase player. Good Nanase player, but got cooked. It was a close 2-1. No, and I say get cooked like it wasn't like a really good game. Jatsu had a really good read on what the Nanase player was trying to do. Had a couple kind of clutch 2-2Cs to close out a couple rounds. Bait a bit of the projectiles, stuff like that. But it was it was execution at the end of the day. A couple drop combos and a couple situations where nerves just kind of took over. It didn't happen. But I distinctly remember me and Cookie ran up to him after we're you were playing great. Keep practicing with that because you could do it. You got this.
And well, here's the opportunity here. Jatsu, of course, knowing the Seth matchup, knowing how to figure that out, counterplay the orbs, the teleports, things like that. It's going to be really important here. This commentator knowledge will help him out as he's running in right now.
I'm noticing Sky's been using the J2 force function more often than a lot of other sets I see. That kind of sucks with the big orb there.
Oh, spent the force function, which meant that Sky's going to lose the cycle here. Used too much grid in the combo. Jatsu going to get exposed by this orb once again.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, no, the command throw is coming out. Yup, the Seth classic.
Oh, good stop there on the force function.
We got a chance. Press it. Okay, yup. Established strike throw early. I like it. Going for the air reversal. Hello.
Check the orb again, pulling Jatsu closer.
Good defense. All right.
Fastball on the same side, has to deal with the projectile. Look, force function orb that's firing faster than you think.
Where'd orb go? Did that disappear? That's a punish. J2. Oh, 2C that, my friend.
A little too slow. Not really, fighting the orbs just yet. EX. Oh, no.
That's a rough one. That's a rough one. What do you think?
Getting machine gunned down by that EX orb. And Sky, no big hit just yet, just kind of tearing Jatsu apart piece by piece, but this is the starter. Meter on deck for Jatsu, can really threaten here. Watch out for the EX reversal. We see it, and it does catch there for Sky.
So that's okay, because J2 got a really good bit of information right there. That was just run-up assault. That wasn't even like delay for throw bait, and we saw that throw animation. Really good data for J2 right there. You got to be able to use it though right now. Oh, DP, okay. That's going to take orb off the field.
Yeah, bumping the brakes. Look at the grid right now. That shield from Sky was so important. Even though he's getting hit, he still won that cycle. Will have the opportunity to threaten with Wake Up Chain Shift into EX here. Let's see if JC respects it. Does.
Oh, wow. Just backdash the second hit of C-Blink. All right. J2, we're going to have to play some Seth after this, my friend. I'm gonna show you how to punish that the real way.
All right, that's the second cycle win for Sky, really winning it on the axis of grid here. Watch out, J2 needed to go in for a throw or something like that. A little overextension there because the orb does not go away on block.
Yeah, okay. I like the VO right there. Not trying to mess around with the DP once again.
Just go into Infinite Worth. Just do it now. Just do it. You're running out of time. Jatsu, the Infinite Worth not going to be there. No punish because of the green shield. That was so tough for Jatsu. And with that, the first game will go to Sky off the dive.
Crushing.
Yeah.
Oh, he had that too. Black the DP, but yeah, the green shield made him a little too minus there.
And you got to keep the mental together there. That was looking really good for Jace, who just made a few critical misplays there at the end, but the overhead will catch here. Jace looking a little bit more confident on the offense now.
And this is, he keeps doing that OS right there, looking for the Rising JA OS, it looks like. And I think it's time to mix up your OS checks right here, Mr. J2. Oh, yeah, I got hit there too. I'm not going to lie. That's crazy. All right, not a huge starter. 2A is not going to give you a ton of damage, but that still is not a great feeling. And, of course, it's the unblockable.
Jace is still with the cycle win, able to get some of that meter to chase down this fast-moving Seth. My gosh, they were both just running in the same direction there. Big starter, Infinite Worth available.
All right, 2C. Yeah, I mean, if you're J2, no, we are not cashing out. All right, go for the reset right here. Next hit should be able to kill if you get it. Good tech. Reversal.
Oh, no. Went for the assault there.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's it. So no TK orb there. Yeah. So you just said, okay, perfect. You're going to try to cross me up. Easy DP.
And good, winning the cycle can be so important for that chasing down the Seth. You could feel J2 understanding this matchup a little bit better, threatening so much with Linne's unique options and going to put out so much damage here.
I think it's the opposite. I think J2 has said, okay, I don't get this matchup yet. I'm going to smother you. And no, that's what you need to do.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to just kill you. Like, you can't let Seth get all this set up. Like, you just won't be able to deal with that.
Cycle win meter available here for J2, taking the force function orb off of the table. He will spawn another one, though, going up once again. But the threat there with the DP.
Yeah, okay, it's going to be C command grab, and that is fully invuln.
Yep.
Going to have to respect that one. Rebeat, okay.
Oh, no, but didn't get punished for it. Infinite Word. Oh, it's going the wrong direction. 5cc there for Sky.
That could have killed if you had that punishable. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe not by 2C, though.
It's all good. We won the cycle again. Oh, with the...
So J2's had some great DPs off that.
Oh, no!
That's it! That's gonna do it! No!
Lennox has taken the headset off, so mad here.
I'm done, bro!
Our GOAT cannot stop fumbling, but we got the CS. We're not out yet. Fail off! You died! And with that, J2 also gave up all the meter there. That wasn't the final round, which means J2's now going into this round with no meter available.
He had the round buffer too, and he took a big swing. And you know what? Sometimes you got to take big swings. Maybe not right there, big dog. Still, J2 still got a chance right here. Does not block the crossing from Sky. Okay, good block of the staggers, and that's a good start. All right, has to spend the CS to get the full conversion right here. But, yeah, second hit of C-Blink is going to hurt.
Oh, EX Orb here. Watch out. Destroyed here. Sky playing that so well, using the meter to his advantage, and with the EX here, that should be enough. Punching the ticket. Winners 32 will have Sky in it as J2 is sent to the loser side of bracket here.
So there was a lot of really good adjustments right in there, right?
Yeah.
One of the things I really like to see as soon as you saw EX Orb come out at the end, when you're stuck in the corner, that's usually a good indication you're going to get hit by the unblockable setup. You're going to get locked down. You're going to be in block stun when the B command grab comes down to clip you. You can't do anything about that. So J2 rightly recognized that, ran under, but unfortunately it's Sea Orb, so it's going to track you anyway, and I'd already tried to hit too many buttons. So I don't know. I'm impressed and frustrated all at the same time, bro.
Yeah, and we saw that weird DP hit there. That was so funny. And then baited and couldn't finish the food. J2, that's my GOAT. But,
that was to tie it, too.
Yeah, and that
we
was
would have gone to final game right there. Yeah.
So important and couldn't find it. And
Stream nerves be like that.
Yeah,
Stream nerves be like that.
That was all, like, the resource there was really big. You know, spend the Veil off as a Hail Mary, but that gives up all your meter. So, yeah, a little bit unfortunate there. I don't think that is exactly what J2 was looking to show off there, but I mean, we also got to show how good Sky was playing that so well at kind of staying mobile when Linne can be a little bit difficult for Seth just because he also can match that mobility, has the double jump, has that kind of rising move that you saw J2 using that you can act out of, and being able to kind of keep your orbs in places that she can't get to, in places where you can contest her even if she runs for them, was so good.
I think we're going to get another Seth player, too. This is what, Snixie versus Tito? Yeah, I think Snixie also, Oh, is on the Lunatic Clown skin, too? That's fire. All right. Hell yeah. So if this is going to be a Carmine matchup, I actually really like this matchup. This is it's interesting if nothing else. I don't love playing it because, you know, it's Carmine. But Carmine, if the Carmine, let me back this up. Let me back this up. Let me start qualifying this. Carmine's got the horizontal projectile, right? On top of just regular 6B, that one right there, the spinning one. That's really good for checking Seth while he's trying to put orbs on the screen. And we are starting to see a lot of the same stuff that we saw from our last Seth player with like dialing in pressure sequences and not really like buffering in the next hit. But none of that has mattered right now because this is all the Tito show right now.
Yeah.
We're keeping it optimal 4K.
Oh, going for the kill here.
Oh, yeah, we're going for the kill. Oh, my goodness.
We close. The additional damage from Veloff going to be key, and it's still not enough. Opportunity here.
That's dirty. Okay. You see what happened right there. We did the smart steer render. Obviously, you're minus, but puddle's still there. So just
yeah. And it's kind of abusing players' habits there because you're so used to pressing buttons after someone does a smart steer ender on block.
Or just throwing
And so the fact that you can black that up with a projectile, people are not ready for it. They're going to be mashing.
And especially if you could show that early in this matchup, too, like that does a lot to put the fear of God in your opponent. All right, we're starting to see the new Seth routes, too. All right, give me some more damage. This is huge for the grid game, too, because even though he spends force function in the combo, it's long. The combo's long enough where it doesn't matter.
Oh, went for the unblockable setup. Tito, though, not blocking. Going to get hit for full damage there.
Yeah, this is going to kill.
Infinite worth?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. All right, here we go. Gonna get the refund off that too, so not a tragic loss of meter here. Snixie able to tie it up one round apiece. That was so clean. Oh,
swinging on that round start. Snixie off to the races here, gonna take this corner position and get the orb set on the EX and can really run this pressure now. Green Shield gonna lose grid there for Tito, but that hit will be enough. Not enough. Loses a cycle. Snixie going to be able to threaten with this chain shift now.
Yeah, a bit of a miss input from Snixie right there. Just kind of put themselves in an awkward position where they were recovering all the way to the ground. And now you're stuck against Carmine in the corner.
Oh.
Double overhead. Yup. Hard one to block. All right, Tito going to win the cycle off that and has plenty of meter to keep this vortex moving.
All right, has to deal with EX here, but can definitely do a setup that stops it.
Jesus. Wow, good block on the fuzzy. Here we go. Blocks the whole thing out. No punish on the DP.
Bro, no one can punish this today.
Nobody's doing it right now. 2C starter.
What a mash!
Yeah, it did the wrong 6-2-3 input right there. That's clean. All right. What?
I stopped looking at the screen.
Corner
I
proximity.
stopped looking at the screen because I saw Carmine mash force function on defense and was like, you have to die. So I actually don't know what happened there. What sort of sequence of events led to the EX?
623B has some like weird properties in the corner where it messes up your spacing to either auto time a 623A after or whatever your next hit is, and it just drops straight up. Yeah, that's all that happened there. But it's all right. We
them's the breaks.
That is the breaks right there. Damn. All right. Tito getting this going again. Yeah, that's been like kind of the difference so far is Tito has just been able to capitalize the open situations. Yep, finally mixing it up and throw a little bit. DP connects. TK Orb, please, I'm begging you. No, nobody's TK Orbing today.
Able to block it out. Tito keeping the pressure up. Yeah, maybe Seth's valuing the media a little bit more here than the orb pressure. Plenty of bar on both of our players' sides here. Oh, tried to grab it, but Snixie a little bit too mobile there, getting out of range of that EX command grab.
And finally gets the right extension off dash C right here, utilizing the proper 623 ender.
Oh,
great
backdash on the unblockable. The excellent answer from Tito. Exactly what you needed. And Carmine is so punishing in this version. Taking you to the corner can really start. Whoa!
Mad DP. Wow. Yeah. I thought he went through. I thought he was clean through, but no, that hit on the other side just enough. What a 5C. Oh, my goodness. Very rarely do you see Seth players pressing 5C and not like 5CC. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, a little harder to hit for him that way. All right, one more hit, though, and throw. Throw is going to do it. Okay. Tito on set point right here. Snixie just needs one more round to tie this up. It has the meter to do it, but, dog, oh, that's a great starter. Okay, we got the good route? Yeah. Oh, we got the hard route, too. All right.
Really important here, and with the bar, like you were talking about, Snixie can really threaten unless you drop and get thrown into the corner. The back throw moment, but the mash out with the 2C. Help. These drops are hurting Snixie so bad. These are devastating to your chances to continuing in tournament. As we get the punish, as we get the pressure is mounting. Neither of these players can be coherent. They're all dropping. They're all whipping. What is going on? The stream lights.
Big swings. Excuse me? That hit on the other side? That's messed up. Somebody clip that. That's crazy. It looked like DP went through him.
Yeah.
But the invuln was not active enough for whatever Carmine had to go through. I've never seen that before.
And what an anticlimactic ending, but what an encapsulation of what this set was like towards the end. Both of these players so stressed out in their own heads. Their fingers are not doing what their mind is telling them to do. There's that disconnect, and that's making things so stressful because you can't rely on yourself to be consistent. We saw so many drops, so many Hail Mary options. They just did not know what was happening at any point. And it just came down to, you put the projectiles on screen hoping they'll do something, and Snixie just doesn't block into them, and that's what wins you the set.
It's hard because like they both had like pretty clear game plan, right?
Yeah.
But it was the execution thing, like just dropping too many combos, and like I'm gonna be real, that's why I don't play Seth in tournament anymore. Like that character's hard. You have to you miss one input, and it's not like some other characters, right? Like man, you drop a combo, maybe you get some pressure after. You drop a combo in the wrong spot as Seth, you get punished, and like that's like half your health. I'm not gonna rant about low health Seth right now, but right now we have possibly the Blaze Blue champion, Ryder. When we walked back on the last break, Ryder was actually in grand finals of BBCF against
we're in a medal
player.
Where could that have come from?
All right, it came from somewhere. Let's go. And of course, we saw Brain earlier. Ryder on the Tsurugi, I believe, if I remember correctly. I want to say he has
a Wagner.
I was going to say, thank you. I thought he had a Wagner too, but I'm pretty sure he's going to break out Tsurugi right here. We'll see. I could be wrong.
All right, folks.
Who's Brain playing?
Brain, I believe... we're going to remember soon, but I got to say, this is the final match of our pools block, and who do we got? Boston Blue beats Ryder, representing the community of Boston, of New England, going up against Next Level, the home of Lunar Phase, the home of New York City Tri-State Undernight. Gotta play defense here. This is the battle of the region, and it is our final match. Brain, of course, on that Orie, and it is the Tsurugi pick from Ryder. Here we go.
This is great too. We got the Boston New York dynamic going on. We're kind of on the desk too. So here's the deal. This is how we do things in Boston.
Yeah.
So if Brain wins here, and Ryder are going to come break your knees after. Just as like a goof, you know?
The mob mentality has never left.
It's funny. You'll get it. It's just a joke. Anyway.
Now we got to back up our boys here. The most biased commentary you've ever seen in Under Night. Ryder off to the races here, but that's just Brain being a little nice to him. That's a little common courtesy you expect in New York City.
I mean, that's what they say about New York is common courtesy, right?
Yeah, so polite.
Here we go. Oh, I love that roll, though. Okay, Brain. Unfortunately for them, running right into Tsurugi 2C, as you do.
Yeah, you know, Brain knowing you got to give and you got to take, so that, you know, first Vorpal going to Ryder, who will use it to confirm the red miss for the reversal.
Oh, gets the pickup too. All right, Ryder. Ryder might be riding that BBCF high all the way through, taking a quick round one. And of course, it's the classic. Correctly reads the run-up throw right there. But
GameStop trades.
Did you say GameStop? Oh, yeah. That's a GameStop trade for sure.
Ryder getting everything from that. Brain getting ripped off as we... Oh,
this
no.
Is GameStop trades the character, though. Like, you know that, right? Like, I don't ever want to trade with any part of 6-6B, ever.
Counter hitting for so much. They're threatening with the cycle still. Again, a huge trade. The armor big for Ryder here. And this should get cleaned up. You know, invalid combo, but Brain, once again, the common courtesy. No, New Yorkers known for it, for how polite, how generous they are to everyone else. So, you know, being like, I'm not going to tech out of that. And Brain,
I'll let you have it,
Brain kind of like head in his hands there, not feeling great about that. And especially now as we start off with that armor interaction again, I think Brain may be doubting himself quite a bit.
So this is hard, too. We were kind of talking earlier about how Orie kind of got power crept in this version of the game, and this matchup's a great example of it. Like, Tsurugi does a lot of the things that Orie wants to do, but better, and like, if you trade, like you said, Tsurugi wins. Oh, okay. Not counter hit. We still got the fire, the 2A link after. Let's go, Brain. That was pretty sick.
Really going to threaten here. Yeah, Brain finding the mash, finding these counter hits, but can't convert. And now the back throw incident. Brain is in a really tough position here against Ryder.
Oh, I love the force function out, just navigating completely away from the force function shenanigans there from Ryder. And there it is. All right. Brain not phased by going down a game early. Going to take that first round. Beautiful.
Yeah, off to the races here. The confidence that Brain was missing is back.
It's that low, right? 214A is a low, and that's perfect in this matchup because that blows up stance.
Oh, tried to mash after the thrust there. Maybe zero, maybe plus. Cycle win.
So many cancels right there. So many cancels just happened. Oh,
Ryder has a million resources, by the way. Chain shift, 200 bar. Brain has to really walk the tightrope here with the offense. Oh, no.
You saw the startup of Thanatos there. If Brain had blocked that, Thanatos probably would have punished Ryder. That's crazy. All right. EXDP Ender, got to watch out for that cycle. And it's the 2A that just brings it home. This is not going to be enough to kill, but this is going to set it up right here. Strike throw.
Last guess, really patient there, expecting the DP. Ryder not getting it, though.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, roll out, but still gets caught. That was terrible for Brain. Had that opportunity to escape the corner, not doing anything with it. Match point here for Ryder. 200 bar on both our players. What's it going to come down to?
Oh, this still very much could go either way. Great whiff punish, spending the meter to get the extension right here and the side switch. We are going back to the corner.
Oh,
and once again,
no.
2C on the Thanatos. The startup's too big. Ryder will press that until you make him stop.
Oh, 6-6B, huge starter here for Ryder. Threatening with so much meter, so much extra damage with the Vorpal in the force function, just forcing the way in. Finally, the barrier breached with the low from Brain.
You don't usually see Tsurugi players just do the mid 3 times in a row. That was wild, dude.
And now we wonder how much is Infinite worth minimum damage? Did it get buffed that much? The world may never know. The throw, not enough. One more hit needed for Ryder. The roll out. And Ryder will not stop mashing that 2B. Brain caught even on the escape. And with that, Ryder will take it over Brain.
Low key, that is what a Tsurugi's best option is. That 2C, it goes far, it hits low. And you could charge it to get some armor too. Yes, sir. Give me more of that. And Ryder did such a phenomenal job of using it, mixing up how he used it to poke and as armor. Where you like, how are you going to adjust to that? I'm not in a first to 2.
And you saw Brain try and like overextend with the pressure. You saw all those Thanatos summons where you kind of blows up is like plus 40, something like that. You get whatever you want. Ryder never let that fly.
Not once.
Always made sure to stop it. We'll be back with Uni 2 top 8 at 8 p.m. We're coming up with Skullgirls next. Don't go anywhere for that. But who are you? And where can we find you?
You can find me on the internet, dude. The only thing you got to worry about for me is the old, I don't even want to say the website's name, but you know what it is. Yeah, hit me on there. Undernight, Gray and Blue, Blaze Blue, all the games with blue in the title. Hit me up. Man, this has been so much fun. Thank you so much. I've been having a blast playing this version of the game. I'm glad we got to see the homies rock it on stream. And you're going to want to stick around right here at Team Spooky because it is going to be top 8s from here to the rest of the day. I think we got Skullgirls up next. I want to say MK1 somewhere in the mix. Ooh. And then, of course, we're finishing those off with Undernight. So we're gonna call it right there. You got anything you want to plug on the way out, my man?
Oh, yeah. Only myself, my personality, and my face. That's been Deadward here with Undernight. And, yeah, we're going to Skullgirls next. If you are here for Undernight, top 8 will be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to roll back in for that if you're not into Skullgirls. Once again, shout out to ECT. 2024 has been fantastic. Yes. Shout out to Team Spooky for hosting. This has been fantastic. Peace out, guys.
Have a good night.